Okay, let's just get it started. Hello and welcome back to live streaming. It's been a while. We're just going to be getting straight to playing... Euro Truck. It's been a while. Kenton, thank you for the host. Awesome. Yeah, it's been a while since I've been live. I wanted to get myself live again, but slowly but surely, and we'll see where we go. We should be in Manchester right now. And Kenton's bot as well, thank you for the auto host. Okay, so the plan today is we're staying within the UK, because if people didn't know, the UK is on lockdown at the moment. So we're going to stay within the UK, we're only going to deliver to anything in the UK, and we're only going to deliver the essential items that people need in the UK, which is different. So it's basically just like stuff like food and that kind of stuff as well. Infinite, thank you for the host, much appreciated. We don't need to use packaging. I want something like food-wise that we can deliver within the UK. That's all I'm asking for. Iced cans of coffee. Is that all we've got? We can only do iced cans of coffee. Do you not have? There we go. We'll deliver some pork. This basically just means we stay within the UK. We're just delivering food supplies and that kind of thing. It's been a while since I've been live. So it's been a while since I've actually played this. And I'm also playing this through GeForce Now as well. So we're going to have fun. Okay, so I'll leave it onto that one. Let's just do this. I need to change a setting. There's two buttons I need to remove functionality of. Which is that one. Unassigned that one. Unassigned that one. That one can I move to that button? No. Okay, so we just won't have those buttons on, which is fine, honestly fine. It's just a way because obviously I have my turn myself off the stream and things like that, so we can do that. Anyway, where are we going? Did you not? I thought. Oh, it's down the road. Did we not have the route on? Did I change that off the settings by accident? Show navigation. Always. That's what I was missing. There we go. Okay. It's been a while since I've actually done. No, I'm on the wrong side of the road.
Keep left, and then turn left.
Like I was about to say, it's been a while since I've actually done
turn left.
Things in the UK. So we'll see how this works out.
Finally, we are here.
No, it's actually been a while since I've done it not on multiplayer as well. Which is the main thing I'm meaning. So hopefully we won't have any issues. Just making sure we pull all the way around forward. Okay, I think we've overshot it a little bit there, haven't we? Yeah. Let's get ourselves sort of situated correctly with this. Get ourselves reversing in. But yeah, it has been a while since I've been live. I've not really had the drive to play stuff like Minecraft, honestly. How am I not in this? Ultimate Eternity, thank you for the follow. Welcome to Starting Line. Hope you're having a great day there. Much appreciated. Do we need to be a bit more to the... to there?
Let's do this.
There we go, that's better. How are you doing today, Ultimate? I thought I just turned those buttons off. Oh wait, no. Okay. Okay, look num buttons. Unassign. Unassign. Good. That way, if I do this to turn myself off, it doesn't change what we're doing. Okay. Good to know. Let's get going with the delivery. We need to make sure we're on the right side of the road this time.
Turn right.
There we go. So it's going to be fun trying to drive with traffic on as well, because it's been a while since we've driven with traffic. It's been a while since I've been on Euro Truck, honestly. We're just going to have fun, in all honesty, and see how things go.
Keep left, and then turn left.
Let's get our indicator on.
Turn
We have
left.
everything set up perfectly right, though, so we're fine. As long as we don't crash into anyone, we should be good. We've got plenty of space in front of us. You can see from there. Plenty of space. So basically, we're just gonna try and abide by the rules, and just go. And get these deliveries done. If this is a real
Get ready to turn
simulation of what happens right now, would hardly have anyone in anyone on the road
Turn
right now.
right.
Okay. But obviously, you've got to get that essential deliveries in right now with everything that's happening. So that's the main premise of this, is just to show what that obviously you can still somewhat help. As well, you're not actually helping, but you know what I mean. It's stay indoors and play video games effectively, or watch people play video games and watch people deliver the food that you're going to be eating virtually. Totally makes sense, that. I can't remember what the high beams button was on the keyboard. But we should be fine with that. High beams. And I can't believe the actual responsiveness of this playing it on GeForce Now. Because we have everything maxed out to the top settings on 1080p. It's crazy. How do I do high beams? Is it O? No. I? No. Not P's, windscreen wipers. Don't need that. It's K. There we go. So now you guys can see the road a little bit more. Awesome. We'll get there in no time at all. How's everyone doing today anyway, with them being home and things? Everyone's doing well. Keeping themselves safe, keeping the family safe. I've actually thought of possibly getting like a online test or something and downloading them and just doing them, just to keep myself busy. But I want to get back to streaming, so that's what we're doing today, is we're streaming. I want to get myself back to streaming regularly. I did have a scare with my graphics card, so we'll see how things go, with all honesty. Set cruise control to 60 for now. We do have a truck up ahead, so we're going to have to be careful with that one. Don't want to go crashing into people, because it is a 50 zone. There's a few trucks up there, nice. Let's turn off high beam so it's safer for them. Like, these aren't even going 30. Do I overtake? I'm tempted to overtake. Right, we'll get round blind corners. And we can see if we can overtake. I'm really hoping there's no cars coming the other way now. This would be bad. What we got in front of that truck, which is okay. It's got one more truck to get ahead of. So the only problem with traffic, isn't it, is it slows you down. Traffic absolutely slows you down, and we can't overtake on double white lines. We can overtake now. We can overtake pretty good.
Get ready to turn right.
Pull in front of the other truck, which was safe to do so. And get ready to turn right. Nice. There we go. Bit of a wide turn there, which we didn't need, but oh well. We made it. Now we get back up to speed then. I can't believe we've got over 50,000 miles on this truck so far. Nearly 51,000 miles. We've been doing quite a lot on this profile. But yeah, we're going to basically just go within the UK, delivering goods today, which is the main thing. Just see how far we can go with that. It's been an absolutely boiling, roasting day today. It's been crazy. Crazy hot. We're fine on fuel. I topped up just before the stream. We've got our own garage. We've got our own fuel stop, so we're good with that. Oh, well, do you know what I can do? Is that. There you go. People on the stream can now see better. But yeah, it's nice. It's nice. Just leisurely driving, getting deliveries done, staying within the UK, staying home. It's all good. It's all good. Hopefully I'll be back to Minecraft as well at some point. I've just not felt Minecraft recently.
Get ready to turn left.
No, I've got ideas for Minecraft, but I've just not had the chance yet to go with that. Here we go, turning left. Get onto the highway. turn the high beams off to get onto the highway. Well, I say highway, it's motorway, but you know, guys know what I mean. Nice.
Keep left and then continue straight on.
Keep left and continue straight on. Good.
Go straight on.
Sometimes the GPS can be a little bit confusing with that kind of things. We got a car overtaking us there, wow. Got another car trying to overtake us then, and we had to take a bit of a wide turn in, but we made it, no worries. We're not going to have any of those like stupid long jobs like we have sometimes had. But obviously we're going to be able to overtake cars and stuff, which is good. Well, trucks at least. We're still limited to 60 because of the contract we're on being more of trucks. But it's still reasonable. Let's stick cruise control onto 60. Very nice. Pull over, make sure we're safe to do so. Stay in the... There's no point in being in the middle of the lane if you're the only one in that lane. But I'm hoping it becomes day soon at some point, so you guys can actually see things. Got a police officer driving past us. Hey officer, nothing to see here. Forgot we're actually limited to 55. I do have a flexible cruise control, so we've got 6 miles an hour that can go up above, which will be fine. And we've got roadworks. Which, if that car doesn't speed up, we're going to have to overtake. Yep, we're going to overtake a police car. We don't care for speed limits here. We can't pull in because he's not going to... Oh, we're safe. No, we're not. We're going to end up overtaking this car anyway. In before speed limit goes up again, and then everyone starts overtaking us again. Anyway, we're going down to Plymouth. So I think we're staying in this lane. Yeah. Nice.
Go straight on.
Alright, we're going straight on. Might have to overtake this truck as well. So we'll have to see what happens with this. I've never been down this way before, this long before, so that's good. We're exploring new roads within the UK that we've never been on before. So let's make sure we keep in the lines. We don't want to crash at all with this. It's not the aim of the game. Okay. We have a little bit to go first before we can go in front of the other truck. I would say to do so now. Very nice. But yeah, we don't care about speeding right now. or any of this. Have to watch out on these cars that we're coming up on. Some of these are going to start overtaking the truck, though, I'm going to guess. Need to go in the middle lane anyway.
Go straight on.
Oh, seriously, car? You saw me there? You still pulled out when you saw me coming up onto you that quick? Some of these cars just don't know how to drive safely, do they? I don't know if I can pull in yet because I thought I saw something. Okay, then we need to go a little bit ahead before we can go in front of this truck. Nice. Very nice. Hey, Rich! How you doing? How you doing today, Richie? Thank you for the host. I don't know if that's an auto host or not. So many auto hosts happening on Mixer right now. But either way, thank you for the host. Hope you're doing well. Like I said, I like how we just pull out.
Go straight on.
Or pull off to the side, and then a car just overtakes us straight away. I'm gonna pull out for this one as well. Ah, so we've been to this section, but we've not. Okay. Where in the world is this area? Oh, this is a turner.
Right,
Turning, okay.
and then continue straight on.
Keep right, okay.
Go straight on.
Okay. None of these are pulling out, so that's good. We're safe where we are. Nice. Very nice. I don't know if any of these hosts or follows is coming up in the top corner. I kind of messed about with it for a little bit, so I'm hoping it still works.
Go straight on.
Okay. But yeah, we've got to make sure the shops in the UK get the food, supplies, and all that. Keep the UK going. Indeed. Another area I've not been to yet. Nice. I know I haven't been to Plymouth before, so that's going to be a new place that we're going to discover. Which is quite surprising considering the amount of places we have discovered on this game. I still haven't got the extra DLC though. That might be something for next month to do, to get the new DLC. But I am also going to start putting money aside for the new computer. Because I definitely need to get myself a new computer by the end of before the end of the year. So we'll see what we can do with that. Which is what these are down here for. Obviously, I've got Members Go, the top one, and then the one below that is then what's it called? The one below the Embers is the thing. It is the PC Go. But anything I make from Embers goes towards the PC. Which is why I've still got a load of toxic waste that I brought from America that's still not been used yet. Yeah. And I've also got the hot sauces as well. We'll see what happens with them. Starts from daytime though, which is good. We're going to be going over our 51,000 miles in this truck as well. Very nice. Very nice indeed. Although I'm going to have to pull out in a second to overtake these people in front. We should be okay for now. Let that car past. Or maybe not. Oh, I'm going to have to swerve out in between all these now, aren't I? Well, this ain't going to be fun. Oh, well, that car's now... Okay. Don't pull out in front of me, car. Good. Oh, we went from 60 to 50 again. Okay, let's go into the fast lane. Oh, then it goes back to 60 again. Wow, okay. I see what you're doing here, game. This game. Okay. It's a nice little Leslie drive though. It's boiling in here, honestly. It's been a really hot day outside and obviously not been able to go out, so the heat's just kind of accumulated in my office. And I can't really have my window open while I'm talking to you guys because people will think I'm crazy. Am I staying in... Yes, I'm staying in the middle.
Keep right, and then continue straight on.
Don't pull out this. If this truck pulls out now.
Go straight on.
Good. I honestly thought that truck was going to pull out then. That wouldn't have been a good thing to happen. Not at all.
Keep right, and then continue straight on.
Nice.
Go straight on.
Of course you can't pull off there, that's why. Okay. I don't even know how far away we're going to be. Or how long we've got left. Because I never look at that kind of thing. I just know to just watch the GPS to know where to go. That's the main thing of the game, isn't it? Dude, it is. Awesome. Very awesome. Well, we're starting to go to a dual carriageway now, which is meaning we're getting towards towards the location. Because you only really get dual carriageways if you're on a main road, which is not a motorway. Because obviously motorways are a minimum of 3 lanes wide. Dual carriageways are just like A roads or B roads. Mainly A roads. It's normally like an A road that will go from a motorway. But we're still doing really well. Okay. Well, let me just do this.
Are you ready?
Okay. Let's see about driving. And cruise control back to 55 as well. Perfect. So every now and again I will have to... I know we've got in these times where we've got coronavirus and all that kind of stuff, but I have a dodgy nose anyway, so I do need to blow my nose every now and again. No, we need to slow down a little bit, but not that much. Come on. I see the delivery spot coming up. Okay. You'll get through bay traffic now here, I think. No, oh, we've still got plenty. We've still got a little bit more to go, so we can stay in this lane. Apart from this car just pulls out in front of us. What do you think you were doing? Now we need to get into the other lane.
Keep left and then turn left.
Oh wow. There we go. And hopefully we can get through this set of traffic lights.
Turn left.
Looks like we can. Just.
Keep right and then turn right.
Okay. And we're turning right into here. And we're reverse parking in, yay! We've got our parking set to random, so this is going to be fun. Oh, we're like way over. Oh yeah, we well and truly messed that up. Oh, can we get this done? Oh, come on. We're doing... Oh, yes. Come on. Oh, no. We were so close. We were super close. No, wrong way. Oh, come on, that's going to be good. Oh, yeah. Nice. Took us a little bit of time, but we got it done. Nice. Let's have a look what else we've got for staying in the UK. Apples. Oh, we can do some apples. An apple run up to Cardiff. Oh, is that just gonna be? That's just not gonna be. Okay. So obviously we've got apples there. We we have. There's one in here. Wheat to Birmingham. Gets a little bit more. They're all to France. We can't go to France. Watermelons to London. Grapes up to Manchester. We've just gone up. We've just gone to Manchester, so we don't want to go there. I want to try and get up to Aberdeen because we've not been to Aberdeen yet, or Liverpool. Let's have a look at all these. I don't think we've got anything else there. Mason jars to Sheffield. Not really. I think we're going to have to go for the watermelons to London. Yep. Watermelons to London it is.
Ready to roll. Turn left.
Here we go.
Keep right, and then turn right. Turn right.
I'm gonna say why you stopping like that, but okay.
Keep left, and then turn left.
Oh, there was also something I need to find in here. It wasn't that I've not been to.
Turn left.
We'll get it on the way through, I guess. We'll see what we can do. Nice. Let's get these watermelons.
You have arrived at your destination. Your route guidance is now finished.
So we definitely have food is on the essentials list. Hopefully we get stuff like soaps. You're going to say this definitely sounds like a farm.
Drive safe.
Nice. Let's get it going. Let's go M first because I want to go back inside to get that place and that place. Yeah.
Ready to roll.
Just because I want to get the two things that we haven't got there yet. And at some point I'm going to... in fact, we're going to London now, aren't we? So I could buy a garage in London. We're just gonna slowly start getting more places, getting more garages. We do have like the garages all the way around
Get ready to
Europe.
turn right.
We've yet to get a garage in the new location because obviously we don't have the DLC for that yet. In fact,
Turn right.
could I legitimately just do this right now? Wish list. If this works, this will be great, but if it doesn't, then it won't be great. No, that's not going to work. Okay. Not bad at all then. Right. Let's get back to driving. Oh, and I like how I'm on the wrong side of the road. Again. Okay.
Keep right, and then turn right. Turn right.
There we go. You can just see the... what's it called? That thing. Traffic light. Nice. Now I just need to go around Plymouth to get these locations.
At the roundabout, take the first exit. Exit now.
Ah, Mercedes dealer. Used to be my favourite trucks. Used to. I do quite like the Volvos now, though. As you can kind of tell with me and the Volvos. I don't know if there's any new trucks been added recently,
At the
though.
roundabout, take the first exit. Exit now.
Well, we just made that then, didn't we? Nice. Got to keep an eye on ahead as well, because obviously we can't see certain cars because of the lights and the glare. There we go. Recruiting agency, very nice. Ooh. We still had a little bit to go. We're fine. We're safe. Why is there so many roundabouts around here?
At the roundabout, take the first exit. Exit now.
Okay.
Keep right, and then turn right. Turn right.
Okay. And now we just overtake this and then we're fine. We're good. Well, I say over, we're undertaking it, but oh well. 2% damage. Seriously, truck? You had to get in the way like that? It's like we're going 50 miles an hour through a 30 zone. Oh well, we're fine. But we just clocked over 5,100, yeah, 51,000 miles. Crazy amount of miles there, isn't it? Who would have thought? To be fair, I don't know. I can't remember how much some of our other trucks have got. Oh, that was narrow. Nearly overtaking this car, but we're not going to. Just pulling behind it. Nice. Woo! What are these cars doing? What are these cars doing? I should have just not overtaken. Should have just overtaken you. White car in front caused me to crash. Oh well. We'll survive. Nice. Yeah, we'll probably get to London and buy the garage there, and maybe hire some more people. I've not managed the team for a while, so we can see where people are at, level-wise. We'll stock it up with trucks. We'll stock it up with trailers. See how it goes. I really do like my Volvos though.
Keep right, and then continue straight on.
Okay. Keep right, continue straight on. That's exactly what we're gonna do. The only problem with the GeForce Now with this game is we can't add external mods that aren't on Steam. Which was really annoying because I'd love to do a modded series, like a modded profile. Like have like the whole of Europe. Well, you know what I mean, like extended Europe, better traffic, real companies, real deliveries, kind of thing. Yeah. We're doing good though. We're enjoying it. And this isn't actually straining my computer at all, as much as it would do in Minecraft. Which the funny thing is, I can actually play Minecraft through this, but I can't use my own texture pack or resource pack or mod, or I'll put any mods on it, which is annoying. Because I'd love to do, I'd love to be able to get like the full Optifine stuff on, and the proper resource packs and stuff, and just be able to play Minecraft decently on this computer through GeForce Now. But until then, we're still doing very well. Doing very well indeed. I'm actually enjoying this though. I do have other games that I would love to get back into, or love to get into, while I wait for the Minecraft thing to get back. So I've got ideas on it, but we'll see what happens with the future with the Minecraft stuff. I've just kind of been out of it recently for the lack of thinking, really. Not from the lack of wanting to play the game, it's just drive to play the game. We'll see. But yeah, we're gonna keep playing ETS for now anyway, for today. I do have games on console that I might play.
Go straight on.
I might play some games on console, stream them, and then cut them up into video series for YouTube. That might be a good idea. I've also started playing Transport Fever 2. I've done the first episode recording, but I might move that and do that as a streaming a game streaming series, and then cut that down into them videos for YouTube again. Yeah, we'll figure it all out, won't we? But this is just one of those games where you can just sit back, relax, and pass time. Honestly, when you're inside, you've got nothing else to do. Yeah. Hey, Boss Guts, how you doing today? Remember what? Are you saying like remembering this game or remembering other games or something? I don't know. Remember you? It has been a while. Your name is vaguely familiar. But anyway, how you doing today? I need to get myself back into properly streaming. Yeah.
Keep right, and then continue straight on.
We had to pull out there.
Go straight on.
You're doing good. Good to hear. Good to hear. I'm doing alright myself as well. This is... I can't remember how many days it's been since I've been out of the house. But obviously the UK is now on lockdown, so you can't really go out unless you're going shopping, going for medication or medical assistance, and that kind of thing. Oh.
Go straight on.
So, yeah, there's been a lot of stuff happening in the news. Obviously, everyone just needs to look after themselves. Don't be idiots, really. The people that are going out and bulk buying toilet rolls. Can I give streaming advice? What kind of streaming advice would you like? Because that depends on what I say. Because I've been doing YouTube since... I've been doing YouTube since 2012. 2013. I've been streaming for 3 years now. But on and off, not full time. I would love to do streaming full time, but... every time I get into a rhythm of things, something happens, and then it means that I can't anymore. Like I was streaming so much before I went to America in January, and then obviously I went there to America. My sleeping pattern couldn't get back on track. I can't really get a streaming schedule correct, so I might just end up sticking with. I might end up sticking with streaming whenever I'm awake. You can't get any views. Well, one thing you've got to do on Mixer or streaming in general, is be yourself. You're always going to get more people clicking on because they see someone on the camera, because everyone thinks... The majority of people on Mixer still think, oh, it's Xbox only. So, a camera would be a good thing. Make sure people can actually hear you with at least a microphone. Like, I started off with a headset microphone, and it was not as good as quality as this microphone. But this microphone in itself was £25. And that was with a microphone. That's about $35. So with the microphone, the stand, and everything was £25, $35. And you just keep at it. Honestly, play games you enjoy that you think other people will enjoy playing as well. Don't be afraid to experiment. As you're starting out, growing, you never know what's going to be around the corner. Honestly. You could stream... What's it called? If you've got the option on your channel as well. If you have do you stream from PC or Xbox or anything? Because if you've got access to a laptop, once you've streamed, download the VOD from the stream and upload that to a YouTube channel. So people have a backup of every stream you have ever done, and so you can see how you progressed. Every video on YouTube is another chance of someone randomly finding you. Every stream you do is another chance of someone randomly finding you. It's all about finding the games that cater to your liking as well as what's on trend at the moment. So what's on trend at the moment is not Animal Crossing. Is it Animal Crossing? Yeah. So a lot of people now that wouldn't even play that kind of game is starting to play that and actually enjoying it and getting an audience of people watching Animal Crossing. Come up with creative titles. One thing I would also say is get your own profile picture. The best bet is getting your own profile picture so that you don't have the default profile picture. I would also suggest cutting any numbers out of your name, because if people think, oh well, I've watched Boss Glitter before, but they can't remember the numbers at the end of it, but they can remember Boss Glitter. So remember to make yourself have a name that's memorable, that's only letters, no numbers, so you're easily discoverable that way. And anyone's able to actually change the username. If it's not available, Boss Glitter, then try and imagine yourself as another username. Find that other username that's going to work for you. Get the profile picture to match it, and go from there. But just keep going at it. Just like for me, even if no one's here in chat talking, I sit and talk to myself because I've done YouTube for so long that I'm just used to talking to myself. Talk to yourself about what's happening in the game. Talk to yourself about what's happening in your life. Obviously there's this global pandemic at the moment that's happening, and everyone's having to stay inside. And the whole idea of this stream is to try and educate people that even though you're outside, even though you're not allowed outside, apart from going to food shopping, there is people that have to go out there. And there is essential items, and people don't hold them. So, like with this, I've got a truck full of watermelons that I'm delivering to London. For some reason, watermelons is a food, either way. And we're delivering watermelons to London, so they've got food supplies, for example. So just think if you're be yourself, be able to talk. 2K20 and Fortnite, your favourite games. Fortnite is probably going to be the hardest one to get noticed on. Fortnite for a definite, because obviously you've got Hype Zone. You definitely need your own a unique username that's not got numbers in, that people can remember. You also need your own icon, and you need to make sure people hear you. Because you want to make sure people can hear you on the microphone while you're playing, because it's your own commentary that people people enjoy the gameplay, but people stay for the personality. If that makes sense. So they'll see the gameplay in that, and obviously with Fortnite having Hype Zone, if you go put on Hype Zone and you've got a unique username with a unique avatar, you're going to do well, because obviously if you get on Hype Zone, people are going to see you, people are going to follow you, and all that. Hey, Colburn, how you doing today? Welcome to the stream. But yeah, so there's so much you can do. Like I said, there's, well, I keep saying like I said, but it doesn't just happen overnight, honestly. Like, I've been grinding for 3 years, and I've got issues with personal life, with sleeping, with my computer being 7 years old, that sometimes it just randomly crashes. Which is why I'm currently saving up for a new computer and stuff. How do you change username? So, do you have access to... How do you have access to a computer? Or a mobile, or a tablet?
Keep left, and then continue straight on.
Because you have to go into your settings, and you're able to change your username through the settings there. Yes. Colburn, thank you for the post, much appreciated. So, if you go into the Mixer chat and Mixer page, you log in, you'll have your icon at the top corner, which will be the default one, that's the blue icon you've got next to your username. You click onto there, then you go to, I think it's, what do you call it? Let's see what it is on a mobile. So I'm not 100% sure myself, honestly. Okay, so if you're on the let me just pause it. So, if you're on the mobile app, I don't think you can change your name. No. So you need to go to the Mixer website. Don't mix and drive. Yes. So, go into the Mixer website. When this loads, I'll go to full screen so you can kind of see me. So, you're on the Mixer website. You've got this drop-down menu, which you don't need. You want to click on your icon. So if you can see there, you can see my little icon, which will be the icon next to username. And then you'll have a drop-down menu. You need to go to Account, which will take you to this page. And then you can scroll down, and it has change username on that page. I can't show you anything else because it's got private information on, but yeah, you get onto your account page and then change username. You can change your username once a month. We'll automatically redirect your own channel to the new one for 30 days. And you've got enter new username, which obviously if you want just boss glitter, if that's available, just type in boss glitter with the capitalizations where you want it to. Change username. If it's available, it'll change it. If it's not, then you're gonna have to think of something else. But make it something memorable. Make it something that's not got random letters or numbers in it. No underscores. No underscores or anything like that, because it just won't. You won't get found, honestly. And also through that, you can also change your avatar. So if you've got an avatar that you have the rights to use, make sure it's an image you've got the rights to use or own. Have that as your profile picture.
Then continue straight on.
Like for my profile picture, it's me. It's literally me on my profile picture. So there's different things for different people. but hopefully you're able to get that sorted if you have to change username. It's a simple process. Honestly, it's the simplest process ever. I'm lucky that I've had this username since the start of Mixer. But I've not had any issues or anything like that. What is this? What is this guy doing?
Keep left, and then continue straight on.
Oh, it's BLT. That truck has BLTs on board. If anyone wants a BLT, you can get it from that truck.
Go straight on.
That's like the best kind of name, like a fake truck you could have with a fake company name. If you were like the FBI or something. Like, oh, what's your company name? Or like, no one would stop a truck that's got BLT on the side of it, would they? And thank you for the sparks as well, much appreciated. But yeah, I'm doing good as well, Cole. I think I also mentioned that as well. Yeah, before you hosted, yeah. I'm doing well. Just keeping sane through lockdown and stuff. If I have, never asked how long have you played this game before. I've got over 600 hours into it. In it. This profile itself, you can see here, 4,311,221. 6 garages, 24 trucks, 18 trailers, and 24 drivers. Daily profit over the last 7 days is nearly $1 million. I have used this profile for the past 2 years. So I've probably been streaming for about 2 years on it. The majority of my streams are in VOD form on my YouTube channel, honestly. Trucking Tuesday, they're under. So yeah, I play ETS2, Euro Truck Simulator, as well as American Truck Simulator. Mainly I play Euro Truck, but I do dabble with American Truck every now and again. I used to play multiplayer. I did used to play multiplayer, but what's it called? You can't play multiplayer through this. No, I'm not banned from multiplayer, no. I'm currently playing on the GeForce Now system, which I can't install the multiplayer mod for to be able to play multiplayer.
Keep right, and then turn right.
Oh wow, this is But yeah, I like I said, yeah, I normally play multiplayer, but I just don't have access to it. Yes and no. How GeForce Now works is you can only play games you own through Steam or some other platforms. They're very limited with how things work. Like, you can play Minecraft through it, but I can't add my own resource pack. I can't go into the file browser to install.
It was a nice ride.
To install mods or anything like that through it. Sadly. Yeah, please don't ask for shoutouts, because the way you get to know people and users, the way you get people to shout you out is they find you and they will literally then shout you out then, and if they enjoy your content. I don't just randomly go about shouting random people out. Sorry. Right, there's only a handful of people I will shout out, and that's mainly users that I have actively watched over the years, or like know personally kind of things. Concrete beams, we don't need concrete beams, that's not essential. Some of these are just like, no, we need essential items only for the UK. We don't need used packaging. No, we don't need empty pallets. To be fair, empty pallets might be, but no, we can't. I need stuff within the UK. Come on. Let's go to the most expensive one. By the way, how did you forget about me? I'm not gonna lie. I'm recognizing people's names. It's been a while since I've streamed. So it's more the fact that I haven't streamed in a while. I've kind of just taken a step back with everything. That I'm forgetting people. But I'm not totally forgetting people. I'm just not 100% recognizing names and stuff like that. We need some good stuff here. It's around the multiplayer time. Yeah. I've played this game on and off so many times. Monster Problem. Monster Problem. Oh, when I had the wrong flavour of Monster. Ah, wow, that was a year and a half ago. Wow. Did I tell you? Did I ever tell you what ever happened with that story? Yeah. So yeah, they ended up sending me 2 months for free, overnight shipped from London. Still refrigerated. Like, still refrigerated, cold.
Let's go.
With a note in saying, have a good trip in London. No, have a good trip to America. They gave me the one back for... Oh, that was perfect. Yeah. Yeah, like, they legitimately... Because I signed it off with my usual sign-off for emails... they had gotten to my Twitter and found out I was going to America. They sent me... they had a letter inside the box with the thing saying, here's one to replace your missed flavour. And here's another one to get you to the airport on time to go to and enjoy your trip to America. However, I wasn't allowed to share a photo of the letter because I'm not officially partnered with them, which was a little bit annoying. But at the end of the day, it makes sense. Now, I was actually going to buy the garage here, wasn't I? Yes. So let's go and do that. While we're in London, we're going to buy the new garage.
Right.
Just because we can. But yeah, used packaging and used pallets can be used. How do you change your accounts? On Mixer or the username? You have to go onto the profile. No, you don't have to go onto profile. You have to go onto the Mixer website directly. And then account information.
Recomputing.
Yeah, we've got... could they see you if you post the photo later? Yes. 100% because I'm not sponsored. I'm not officially sponsored by them. I'm not officially affiliated with them. I couldn't post that image. You can't do it on Xbox. You can only do it through the website. And I don't think the website browser works on there either. Garage Manager. So yeah, we've just got London. Let's just go upgrade.
Recomputing.
Truck Manager. Look at all these. Like, when did they get Renaults? I think they're the new. That's the new Renault actually. We're gonna go for the classic though. Copy config. Can I change all the... I'm going to change all the trucks to him. Nah, I'm not going to do that. No, I don't want to drive it. Truck dealer, that's what I want. Buy online. think it's a Globetrotter XL. No, it's one of these. Customize configuration. How do I buy my fleet configurations? There we go. How are all these different? Which one's the most expensive truck we've got? Okay, so that's my own truck. And then we're gonna purchase them for London. There we go. Gonna purchase the second one. Do I own the new DLC? I don't own the new DLC for this one, no. I've got all the other DLCs though for the maps. I think the new DLC is down this way, maybe. No, I think this is the, is this the new? Yeah, this is the new DLC. I don't have that area of the DLC yet though. But I've got everywhere else. That has a bit of Russia, Norway, Italy, France. But the thing is, we're staying within the UK. Purely for the fact that obviously what's happening at the moment with everything. Recruitment agency. Hire you. So you got 1, 2, 3, and 4. Driver manager. So we need garage purchase. So we need trailer manager. Yeah, the thing that's currently happening in the current climate of things. Purchase trailer. My fleet configurations. So purchase 1. Which one's our best moving floor design? That's a 2. And we can't have these. But I can do this one. So now they're all going to have their own... They're going to have 3 things for 4 trucks. Have a look at drivers. Make sure they're all... Yeah, you need to do just in time. You have done your fragile, so you're going to do just in time. You're doing fragile. Doing fragile. High value you've done. Let's do long distance. Fragile, long distance is done. High value. So this is basically all we have to do. She's school is closed. So yeah, there's a lot of things happening like that with everything that's happening. Which it's the best thing for it, honestly. You've got to make sure you keep yourself safe, keep your family safe, keeping everyone else safe as well. Not that we're saying that you have it or anything like that. It's mainly the fact that the amount of people, they don't understand how things like this can be transmitted. Yeah, I thought you had eco. You're still on eco. You've done all your eco, so let's do long distance. Well, it's not done, honestly. The infection rate in the UK, or the infection rate worldwide, is anyone can be a carrier. Anyone can... What's it called? Anyone can be a carrier. No. The danger is if you catch it and you pass it on to someone else who's vulnerable that could possibly that's vulnerable. So people that have got underlying health conditions, people that have underlying health conditions, ill, the elderly, people with diabetes, children, like people with weakened immune systems, and obviously children haven't got their immune systems fully built up yet. Hey Gunho, how you doing today? So the thing is, like, the UK is on lockdown. You're only allowed out to go food shopping, to get medication, to get medical help, and for once a day to get exercise, basically to walk, kind of stuff. So if anyone has them, babies and children, anyone up to, I think it's up to like teenagers, are at risk, which people don't realise who can legitimately be at risk, and people are being that dumb with it all that they don't know that they're putting others at risk, which is the scary part, because you wouldn't want one of your family members to get it, to pass away, because someone couldn't stay inside the house to stop other people getting infected. Because say there was 20 people infected out of 1,000. If anyone was out, like 20 people, like one person in an office had it, and there was 1,000 people in an office, that one person interacts with 3 people each day, and then 3 people interact with another 3 people each day. The whole office could get it within a week. The whole office could be infected with it in the whole week. It is the worst. Like, it's like, yeah, it's a snowball effect. So if the whole 1,000 people in the office has got it, and then they go out of the office and start infecting 3 other people out of the offices, you don't get the symptoms within the first, like, you only start getting symptoms within the first 2 weeks. So you could be ill, anyone right now could have it that's currently in self-isolation, and you won't know you've got it until a week or two's time. But if you're not in the at-risk category and you're staying at home, you're not going to spread it to people that could get it, that could spread it to them people with that in the at-risk category. So, with the effect of people staying in and only going out for the essentials and still keeping the 2 meter distance, you're not going to affect everyone. And if you were to affect everyone, all the people with underlying health conditions will get it a whole lot worse. And that means they'll then need medical attention, and hospitals can only handle so many people in the medical for medicals. So think of that as someone's parents or grandparents or child that gets ill from this because people can't stay at home. That's the kind of whole thing of it. So, like, for me, I've had a sore throat for the past few days. I don't know why, but I've had a sore throat for the past couple of days. I've always got a dodgy nose, so I'm always having to blow my nose. Could be the weather, but I've got a dodgy nose. If I have if I go from walking outside in the cold to going into a warm store, my body temperature changes. And with my body temperature changing, that means I can sneeze. Because of just how I am physically built. With my problems with my nose that I've got in general. So, if I was to go outside and I would start sneezing, people wouldn't want to go anywhere near me. But I've not got, I know for right now, I'm not infected, I don't have a fever, I don't have any of the symptoms. But because people are in a mass panic, it's not that good, is it? So the main thing in general is for people that aren't able to stay in, like in the UK, the government are giving the police the abilities to fine people. I think it's up to £5,000 you can be fined for being outside without necessary cause, or being in groups, in gatherings of more than 2 people that aren't, if you're not from the same household. And can you imagine there's 3 people in a group together that each one of them gets a £5,000 fine because they can't just stay indoors to stop the infection from spreading. Works at the store, the toilet paper needs to be filled. Yes, so people are mass buying stupid things. They're mass buying toilet paper. It's not going to be your bum that is having the runs. It's going to be your nose. The one thing I've thought of is everyone's mass buying toilet paper because they've never been to the toilet at their own house before. They usually go to the toilet at work. So they're mass buying toilet paper thinking this is how much we're going to go through. Because at work, obviously, you've got the massive big rolls, but at home, you don't. To give you an idea why these restrictions are good. 20 flu epidemic, 38 million die. Yeah, so it's crazy what can happen. So ravioli, yeah. Ravioli's good. Tinned food is good. I've got like microwave pasta and boiling the bag pasta. No, microwave rice and boiling the bag rice. I've got pasta. Obviously, you just boil pasta and eat it. I don't eat meat though, so I've got a very weird diet that I'm going with. No, I'm not saying weird diet. It's just like I eat fish and I eat veg. So I've got noodles in, I've got pasta in, I've got fish in. We've got our freezer's really bad. Like before this started happening, we had ordered a brand new freezer to be delivered next month. We did it for next month because my mum was gonna be off work for a week, so it was easier for my mum to be in to get it delivered. Because otherwise, I'm up in the attic and I'm never gonna hit the door.
Keep right, and then continue straight on.
So our freezer got cancelled because the people are going out mass buying freezers to put more food in to mass buy food. It's crazy. So yeah, everyone's getting a lot of fresh food, cooking meals and freezing it, because that's their way of prepping for stuff. Because what else are you going to do if you're home all day? Cook, obviously. You can cook, you can clean. My mum's friend had the idea of doing DIY, like some household chores that needed doing, like painting a wall or replastering kind of things. And before they were able to get all the supplies, the place is shut. So like they can't go to like Home Depot or, well, we've got a B&Q to go get paint supplies or anything like that because they've all shut down. At least some shops are online, like you can get digital like ebooks, you can get movie rentals. We've just got Disney Plus in the UK. Not that I'm going to actually get it because it's a free 7-day trial that they charge your card £1 to make sure your card's a valid card.
Go straight on.
Go figure. It's a free service that they're charging you £1 for. But not to worry, if you then start paying for the subscription, the first month of subscription you get £1 knocked off. But they're basically just taking £1 off you for no apparent reason. Just so you can watch it free for 7 days. But yeah, apart from that,
keep left and then continue
just don't
on.
Go crazy. Buy what you need. You can always go back out to the shops.
Go straight on.
Because if the shops don't have something you need, like go out, like do it every 7 days, for instance. Get enough food that'll last you for at least 7 days. And then if you fall ill, you've got a supply then, and you're able to then order food offline. If you're not able to then, if after the 7 days you're not ill, you're able to go back to the shop and buy another 7 days worth of food. Or 7 days worth of toilet paper, because Like, we go through, like, there's 2 people in this house. We go through 1 roll of toilet paper every 4 days. Kind of thing. I don't know. That's just that I figure off the top of my head, but you know what I mean. Good thing I've got Rig and my dog do homework, play games, walk the dog 3 times a day.
Keep right.
Well, if you're in the
and then continue
UK,
straight on.
you're only allowed out of the house once a day to do daily activities. And
Go straight on.
if someone, if like a police officer sees you go out for a walk, if a police officer sees you go out, sees you going out for a walk with a dog once, and then later the same day it's the same officer that sees you again, you could be arrested for going outside your house more times than necessary. Yeah, that's a legit thing that can happen right now. Like the police have. I don't know what the German stuff is for it, but I know you've still got you can't have gatherings of more than 2 people. But yeah, we've literally got 3 reasons. Well, technically 4 reasons to be able to be allowed to go out the house. The first reason, yeah, 2 people gatherings. The first reason is
Keep right.
you're
Then
going to the
continue
shops
straight on.
to buy essential items, being food, toiletries,
Go straight on.
etc. The second item is you're going out for medication or medical treatment or to the doctors. And the third time is going out is for daily exercise, where you still have to do the social distancing unless you are doing exercise with people you're currently living with. So say there's 3 people that house share. All 3 of you can technically go out together and do exercise, even though the gathering's of only 2 people, probably. I won't see the government have. I won't see, like, if a police officer says, "Please disperse." Obviously, you just turn around and say, "Well, we all live in the same house." So, and then the fourth time that I've been able to leave the house is, well, technically there's a 5th. But the fourth, the main 4th thing is if you are an essential worker. Now, there is a legitimate list on the .gov website for the UK of who is essential workers. That being people in the food production industry, NHS workers, police officers, fire service, transport people, which transport goes for public transport for getting people to and from things, because obviously the NHS people, or if you're going shopping, need to be able to get to and from places.
Keep right. And then continue straight on.
And you've also got the...
Go straight on.
And there's also if you're in the media or broadcasting industry, because they're trying to keep people... they're trying to obviously keep people, like, the TV channels on air, to obviously for updating the news media, to get the news out of what's happening. They want people basically not to be at home, without some form of entertainment. But yeah, so I know, because Amazon technically have food delivery. Like in the UK, they've got groceries. Amazon is working on a skeleton staff, meaning that you can still get Amazon deliveries, but they're not next day. They're like, if you're Amazon Prime, you can get like 2-day delivery, not next day, depending on which warehouse it's on. But a lot of online media, online sales places that serve food are still open. It depends, because if someone's paying for Prime and you're not, and you've bought a book, and Amazon aren't sending you a book, then yeah. Like for me, if I was to have enough money to buy a brand new computer and get my new computer set up, I would order my computer components. And if they turn around and said, "Oh, we can't send it because it's not essential," I'll just turn around and say, You are aware that a computer is essential? Because how am I meant to do my job from home if I don't have a computer? Yeah, home office. Like, legitimately,
At the roundabout, take the second exit.
there's ways around them. Like, they can't just turn around and stop sending you certain items. Like, yeah, someone could order a TV for delivery. That's not essential. But at the same time, it is essential. Because if you don't have that TV, how are you going to keep up to date with the news if your TV's busted? They're not essential. However, the government has stated that if people are needing to go to certain or needing to buy certain non-essential items, as in tobacco and alcohol,
Take the third exit.
they can do so as long as they're not making a trip exclusively for that. So someone could go out and buy. So you could go out and do the week shop and buy
Exit now.
other items that are not necessity items.
Keep left, and then turn left.
And that is legitimately something that someone said on the TV. Yeah,
Turn left.
that kind of thing, yeah. You are legally allowed to do that. Because
We are finished.
But the funny thing is, though, is if you live in rented accommodation and you're not allowed to... It's a non-smoking accommodation. You're not allowed outside to smoke. Because that's classed as your once a day outside for... Unless you've got a private garden. So if you're in a block of flats, you can't go outside. Anyway, we got that delivery done, didn't we? That was nice. So now they've got pallets. Do you now have food for me to deliver anywhere? Yeah, so there is... It depends on how strict the police want to be on it with all. But obviously, if you're doing social distancing, they can't really stop you. Olives. Why would Cardiff want olives? I want to go up north. Olives aren't really essential. That is essential. Tomatoes. Let's go send deliver some tomatoes.
Let's go.
But yeah, there is quite a lot of stuff that's happening. Obviously, in the UK, we had last week was the first week people were working from home. Kids were sent home from school. And then on the weekend, people went, because it was a really nice weekend, they went out for a walk.
Turn right.
In public with the family. And they went to, say, Wales, and they went hiking. And, like, say there's, like, this road. We're in the middle of nowhere. This whole road, on the other side of the road, would have been parked full of cars. So, people, like, the parks full of cars, people went out legitimately just to, like, there was hundreds and thousands of people going to national parks to go hiking, where you're still right next to other people that could be infected. And obviously, in that situation, if you have 100 people there and one person's infected, that's just not necessary, is it? It does get boring at home, but it's for the safety. It's not just for the safety of you, because, like, everyone might think that they're healthy. It hits everyone differently. Like, there's been people that haven't had underlying health conditions that have died due to catching the virus. You could have underlying health conditions and not know it yet, and you get caught, or you catch it because you didn't stay at home and that kind of thing. That you thought, oh no, I'm never going to catch it, and then you catch it. Like in America, they've thought about shutting, or they've obviously done social distancing. They're thinking of lifting social distancing because the economy is failing in America. Well, the only thing I know of my... So, yeah, so I'm lactose intolerant as well. Like, I've got iced coffee here, but it's made out of soy milk. Not soy milk, oat milk. Oat milk iced coffee. So, yeah. I'm lactose intolerant. Allergic to bananas as well. And I'm also pescatarian, so I don't eat meat. So I've got a really limiting, kind of a limiting diet. Okay.
Finding new route.
I'm only going this way because I wanted to go past this place.
Keep left, and then turn left.
But
turn left.
It's like do you remember the football? I don't know if you know, but do you remember footballers a while ago? There was a really famous footballer that just collapsed on in the middle of the field in the middle of a match, and it was found out that they had a really acute medical condition, which happens in like one in 100,000 people have it, but it's really hard to diagnose. So you could be the most healthiest person ever, and you have it, and you're not able to know. So that could happen to anyone. There is so much that can happen, it's not worth risking, honestly. Because, like, we're in lockdown for 3 weeks. So we're not allowed to leave the house unless for the necessary things for 3 weeks. Obviously, that started on Monday. During this time, they're going to reassess things, and obviously if infection rates aren't dropping, or things like that, they're going to then prolong it for a bit longer. Or put stricter measures in place, or start reducing certain measures if it does look better. They're trying to get people, or they're trying to get tests made then distributed to people. So if they have the virus, they'll be tested, and if they have the virus, they can know they have the virus. And take the proper precautions themselves. Or if they don't have the virus, or if they've already had the virus,
turn right.
So there is a few possibilities of things happening. I have actually got another week of homeschool. Right. Well, all schools in the UK have been shut till next year, till September.
Turn right.
Well, at least 12 weeks they've been shut for. Okay, so that guy's stopping. There we go. Yeah. Which, why would you? Like, I think it's in the UK, it's a £5,000 fine for going out, for leaving the house unnecessarily. Like, if you have the virus or not. And depending on how you act, as they are turning around and saying to you to get home, you can also be arrested. I've not actually seen the latest updates from today. But the Prime Minister here does an update daily on everything that's happening,
Then continue straight on.
the numbers and all that kind of stuff. So
Go straight on.
the main thing basically is for all of this is stay safe, stay home, wash your hands, and only get the essentials that you need. There's no point in going around bulk buying stuff, because toilet paper is not going to do you any good if you do have it, is it? Spend your money wisely, because a lot of people don't know if they in the UK, people don't understand
Go straight on.
or don't know how much money they're going to get, do they? Like, we've been told, like, people that have actual jobs, because I don't have a job, but people that have jobs are getting 90%, 80% of their wage. I think it gets configured over the last 6 months of the wages. So the average of what you've had over the last 6 months per month is how much you'll be getting per month, wage-wise. If you are self-employed, at the moment, it was only, as of this morning, it was only statutory sick pay, which was something like £90 a week. I'm on...
Keep right, and then continue straight on.
Now, did your mum, like, say so for instance, if you're living in the UK,
Go straight on.
did your mum get a raise during the middle of the 6 months? So, like, if you count back 6 months, did she get raised in the middle of it? Because say if you, for instance, I'll use this. Say you got a job. Say you got a job 3 months ago, and before that you didn't have any job. So 6 months ago to 3 months ago, you were making no money a month. And then this month, and then the last 3 months, you were making around £1,000 a month, or €1,000, whatever. The average of the 3 months that you've made £1,000 and the average of the 3 months that you were making nothing gets put all together, and that averages out. So and then 80% of that is you getting paid £400 a month. So you go from getting £1,000 a month in the new job to £400 in a month, because it's 80%. Now, I'm on something called Universal Credit, which is effectively the dole or state benefits kind of thing for people that don't have jobs, that are actively kind of looking for jobs. They have announced that the UK gets an extra. You're going to be getting an extra £80 a month starting from next month to help for a year, to help with everything. Oh wow! There's no point in people just coming in here and just saying random stuff, because it's not how it's going to happen. You can be an idiot all you want. The bot's going to get you. I have no clue on that company, honestly. But yeah, I don't know how it's working in Germany, honestly. Each country has their own different things. I know that we've already had a company go bankrupt at the start of all this, because when it started off in the news, it was like, don't travel unless it's essential. Before it was like, we're now going on lockdown. One company has full on gone bankrupt. That was Flybe. You might have heard of Flybe. It was a inter UK with a little bit of Europe travel. Like major air routes between places between like England and Ireland, or England and England. So it's like, say, people would fly London to Scotland, or London to Ireland kind of thing. That company went bust because people were afraid to book tickets for flights to go anywhere. Because what would happen if, like British Airways right now, British Airways is still selling flights for the end of this month to America from the UK, even though you can't actually fly to the US because of the 30-day ban on travel, which has now been extended because of the UK going on lockdown. So, for instance, but they're still selling it. So, on average, a return first class ticket to America for Texas, I would say, because I've actually priced these up.
Go straight on.
£1,500 at there, £1,500 back. First class. But if you want to go with by the end of this month, it's £3,000 round trip. If you want to go there by the end of the month, which obviously you can't do because of everything like this, but if you want to buy a ticket for some strange reason, because you're just going to be able to get your money back, they're not going to actually turn around and say, "Oh, you bought a first class ticket at this price, and it's £1.5K." No, we're not turning around and saying, "Here's another ticket." Yeah, it's £230 each way, first class. If you wanted to go by the end of the month, which you actually can't because of government shutdown. So yeah, £460 both ways. If you wanted to go by the end of this month to the US, yeah. So yeah, like it's legitimately. You're going to buy it, and it's going to be one of those ones where you can't get a refund from it. But you think, because if people have already bought tickets, they're going to turn around and reschedule them. No, you're just going to pay them for nearly £500, and you're not going to be able to fly anywhere. Thinking, oh, you've got a really great deal because the flights are cheap. No, that's not how it works. And because it's that cheap, they want a lot of stonks. Legitimately. But if it was legit and for some reason they lifted it before the end of the month, before the flight was happening, they would have to honour it. But they don't have any official policy on rebooking you on another flight. If you want to book it now, you can't, because you can't fly. Like, you can't fly into America unless you're an American citizen. You can't even fly, but I don't even know if you can actually fly out of the UK because of the travel ban that the UK has imposed, as well as the travel ban the US has imposed. So how's any of that going to work? But to be fair, for £460 for first class, both ways.
At the roundabout, take the first exit.
Can you imagine that? £460 first class, both ways.
Exit now.
That would be crazy, wouldn't it? Like,
Keep right.
first class as well.
Right.
You've at least got the 6 metre rule right there, haven't you? Or like
Right.
the 2 metre distance. They can't turn around and say you're not
Turn right.
fully doing that one, can they? Oh, we've got a reverse job here, haven't they?
You have arrived at your destination. Your route guidance is now finished.
Oh yeah, the UK is 2 metre. No, not 1.5 metre. They've done 2 metres. There's legitimately what's it called? They have legitimately added in duct tape, and they've duct taped. They have duct taped lines on the floor in shops to stop people from standing close to each other. Am I getting this first time? Well, it's not kind of weird. It's so people aren't getting close to each other. Or is it weird that I got this first time? How have I managed that? Like, how did I manage that? I'm really bad at reversing. That's the crazy thing. Anyway, let's see what our next delivery is going to be to. I want to try to get up to Aberdeen. That's the goal for today, is trying to get someone up to Aberdeen while delivering essential items. News packaging. Let's go from the top. Computer processors. You could say computer processors are kind of essential. Can you? Would you say computer processors are essential? Because obviously you say it's for medical use. Let's see what else they've got. Because I know what's its name? Nvidia are doing a thing where people can actively... No, we don't want to go Cardiff. Tomatoes to London, no. Oh, Carlisle. Concentrated juices. That's going up a bit further. I think we're going to take this one. And then we might be able to get up to Aberdeen after that. Very nice.
Ready to row.
Oh, it's legitimately the one trailer right next to us. Let us get this first time, then. Oh, perfect. That's absolutely perfect.
Time to get the job done.
Armor in. Nice. Absolutely amazing.
Turn left. Turn left.
Okay. Very nice. We're doing awesomely. It's been a while since I've just driven through the UK, because normally on these kind of streams, we drive from the south of Italy to the north of Norway, because that takes us like 4 hours. As me being kind of into cars, I'm worried about the car industry.
Exit now.
The car industry is not really gonna... Everything's gonna take a hit. Every industry is taking a hit. Like, there's no doubt about that. Like, yeah, food and supermarkets are gonna be getting a lot more money, but the thing is, they would be getting that money anyway. The problem is that they're selling all their food instead of what's left over, giving it to food banks. All car parts from Poland. Not exactly. Not exactly. It depends on the manufacturer. Depends where they get made. Like a lot of Ford, like say Ford components are made in Ford. Hey, Chef, thank you for... I'm guessing that's an auto host? I'll get the whisper in a second either way, if it is or not. Unless it's the new auto host, then I don't know. And I love the name change.
Get ready to exit right.
I do like the new name change.
Exit right.
But yeah, so... I know, obviously, like, the German companies, Mercedes, Volkswagen, Mercedes try and do everything in-house, and so does Volkswagen. So it depends on where their facilities are. I know they've got facilities in Germany for truck components. Because I'm a bit of a truck geek like that. But yeah, there's a lot of components that are made everywhere. The new Teslas have taken a hit because they can't get the new chips from China. So they've started to use their old chips, and they've promised to upgrade to the new chips once they're able to. But it's a matter of, obviously, depending on what industry you're in. Like, yeah, it's all well and good saying...
right, and then continue straight on.
It's all well and good saying...
Go straight on.
Transport is an essential job, like an essential worker. But what happens when those buses or trucks or stuff start, well, breaking down and needing new parts. Like, if there's no parts there already, they're going to have to start bringing industries back one by one. But that's the whole thing. Like, the whole thing about the 3 weeks lockdown. If people take the lockdown seriously in the UK, after 3 weeks, the people that have got it, the people that have contracted it, will know. The people that haven't contracted
Keep
it
left,
will know.
and then continue
The
straight on.
people that have been killed from it will know. And the people that have passed away from it, sadly, will know.
Go straight on.
So, in 3 weeks' time, yeah, passed on, yeah. So in about 3 weeks' time, people will find out where they stand with that. No, 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 no. Saved it. You heard nothing from Sweden about Corona. Don't worry. The one thing I would say, don't worry about other countries right now. Worry about yourself. Worry about your family. Good ho, guys. Thank you for the host as well. Much appreciated. Yeah, don't worry about other countries. Worry about yourself, your family, and your community. Like, legitimately, if you see someone, like, in the UK, by all means, if you see, like, neighbours interacting and having a chat and a brew or something outside, and they live in separate houses, you, by all means, are legally allowed to call the police on them. Because they could infect other people in your local area. Now, I'm not sure how many people would actually do that. But if I knew there was people down if I knew there was people down my street that were standing at the fence, like having a cup of tea, having a chat, like in the front garden, and there was a group of them from different houses doing that, I probably would call the police on them, because I don't want them spreading it to other people. Especially if it's in the front garden, because if someone walks past, they might be within the 2 meters and might catch it, or something else might happen. So, with all honesty, you can legitimately call the police on someone for that. You can finally get your payback, thanks. Yeah. Like, if they're breaking rules set by government that the police can legally enforce, then more fool them for breaking it. Like, it's not officially law, but at the moment we're nearly in a state in the UK of it's not martial law, it's the other one. We're in, what's it called? We've not been in this state for so long that the last time we were in this kind of situation was when it was World War II, with the government taking certain actions.
Go straight on.
But yeah, so it's the first time in years that the government has taken these kind of actions to prevent certain things from happening. But at the same time, it's kind of a necessity because people aren't listening. Like, we've been told to go on lockdown, we've been told not to go out the house, and then people go out the house. What else do you think is going to happen? Now, if you have, like, say for here, we've got a front garden and a back garden. We're 100% allowed to go into our back garden to do exercise, get fresh air or anything. As long as we're not interacting with neighbours that way. To get like daily exercise, fresh air and stuff. But if you don't have that kind of space, you've got to literally stay inside, or go out for a walk and make sure you're staying away from everyone. which is kind of hard because, yes, parks aren't being closed. Parks and public spaces aren't being shut. Because obviously people need to go, like if people are going for a walk, they can go for a walk around the park, but they're still going to stay 2 meters apart. But at the same time, if they're not staying 2 meters apart, and things like that still happen, playgrounds have closed, yes. So if people aren't staying 2 meters apart, if people are going out and actively playing football with each other again,
Keep right,
as people were
and then
doing
continue
on an
straight
open
on.
field in a park, then the government will turn
Go
around
straight
and
on.
close parks and public spaces and enforce stricter rules. The UK military has already stepped in to distribute medical equipment, masks to those who need it. But what's to say that
Keep
they
right,
won't turn
Then
around?
continue straight on.
What's to say that they won't turn around and because people are
Go straight on.
doing that the military are now enforce policing and we're under martial law? Because if the police get involved, if they get involved, then it's definitely serious.
Keep right, and then continue straight on.
Yes, Italy. Now, from charts that I have
Go
seen
straight on.
that are doing infected rate and death rates, the UK, as of the start of this week, the UK as a whole was 2 weeks behind Italy in death toll and infection rates. London, of that being an epicenter in the UK,
Go
is a
straight
week
on.
behind London. A week behind Italy for a mass gathering in one location area. So, obviously, telling everyone to stay indoors to stop the spread will slow down the facts of people getting infected, which will then stop people getting infected. And, like for hospitals, demand won't rise dramatically, deaths won't rise dramatically, infected won't rise dramatically. That's the whole idea of it all. Which is, it is a scary moment, a scary situation. I would not want to be... If I had a job and they were telling me that I had to go and work in this situation, I would turn around and say no. But what, from what I heard... Okay, so there are vaccines currently on trial, and vaccines will at least stop people from getting infected. So if the vaccine trials go well, that'll stop people from getting infected. There is certain cures for certain strains of COVID-19. Because some of them, depending on your physical, what's it called? Physiology, can change and adapt a little bit. Oh. I'm sorry, but no negativity in chat. Especially those kind of those words that can, yeah. Anyway, but right. So yes, there is people that don't believe in vaccines, but vaccines are there to prevent things from happening. And if people get a vaccine for this that prevents them from being able to catch it or get it, then that's just a win in my books. If people don't want to take it, more fool them, because they're going to be likely the ones that catch it. They're going to likely be the ones that spread it to other people that are in their circles that don't get it as well. And because they haven't got that, you know what I mean? They haven't had. Yes, there's anti-vaxxers. If an anti-vaxxer was to contract the virus, and from that, because they haven't, well, if they come into contact with someone that has it, that doesn't know they've got it, so they get it, but they don't know they've got it yet. If they get as much as an actual, like a proper cold, like if they get as much as a cut in their arm, they get infected. There's no helping them, honestly. There probably is, like there's probably medical treatments that can be done, but it's whether they are willing and accepting of having them treatments as well. So everyone has their own beliefs on different situations, which we're not here to discuss or anything like that. Yeah, so if people have asthma, you're in the at-risk category because it affects your lungs. If people have, if people are smokers, they're in the at-risk category because smoking damages your lungs. People don't see how little things can be a bad thing altogether.
Keep right, and then continue straight on.
Basically, just everyone needs, like I said, everyone just needs to care for themselves, stay indoors, only go out for the essentials, but still keep the 2 meter distance. Care for others that are less fortunate than us in the health department, medical wise. Like my mother is in the at-risk category with being diabetic. She's also disabled, so she can't really move that well.
And then continue straight on.
Sometimes, like her leg swells up and that kind of stuff.
Go straight on.
So she can't stand up to cook. So I'm cooking for her. I'm trying to do as much as I can do. So there's so much to do, honestly, and people just aren't taking it seriously. And the majority of the people that aren't taking it seriously are officially between the ages of 18 and 35.
Go straight on.
Because they've been told, oh, they're not in the at-risk category, so they're just going to go out and do whatever they want. Yes, but you're the one spreading it. So you are in the at-risk category, because you might get it. You might not get it. You might get it with no symptoms whatsoever, but still spread it and get cleared without anything else. But you're still the ones that are putting the at-risk people at risk. People don't understand that. It's just crazy that what people are doing in this situation right now. It's been a crazy year so far. Small lung problems, yeah, is one of the major at-risk categories. People who have had lung problems in the past, like if you've ever suffered from pneumonia, you've got scarring on your lungs from the pneumonia. No matter how healthy you are now, you're in the at-risk category. You might not realize it, but you are. In America, there's a lot of people in America that are in the at-risk category that are still going out every day doing their everyday lives because that's what they do. Because people... What is it? People don't believe in threats you cannot see. Yes. It does kind of count. There's different things with that, but I don't want to go into detail with that with being on a teen stream. But people do need to know about it, honestly. If you've smoked up until the age of 25, your lungs have the possibility of healing from the damage from that. If you smoke after that age, your body and your lungs aren't self-sufficient to kind of look after each other, look after them. Yes, at 18 to 25. That kind of category. No, 18 to 35. 18 to 25. It's still not nothing. Whatever you do to your lungs, not all of it is reversible. That's not what I'm saying. I'm not a medical expert. What I am saying is there is possibilities that if you have, that your lungs are able to heal, but but they're not. You're not. Yeah. It's not 100% science. We'll put it that way. It's not 100% science. But it's just, yeah. People just need to take it all seriously. Like people in the UK
Go straight on.
wouldn't self-isolate themselves or stay at home before the government turned around and said, "Oh, we're actually going to be paying people. Like, you get 80% of your wage," kind of thing. And then they turned around and said, "We're on shutdown." But people thought, "Oh, I'm just going to stay at home and do nothing and still get paid, and then I'm still going to go out." Yeah, people just need to do the right thing, honestly. Which sometimes the right thing can be difficult to do, and people don't understand the reasonings for them. But it is a necessity that needs to be done.
Go straight on.
I've been laughing nearly 3.5 hours. You get paid for being at home. So, how the UK government has worked it out. Anyone who is on the payee system, which means you're working for a company that files your taxes for you, with how the UK system works. I don't know how it works anywhere else. Well, I know in America they have to file their own taxes. In the UK, if you work for companies, they file your taxes for you through HMRC and all that. If you get paid via that system, you will be getting paid 80% of your average monthly wage if you're at home. If you're not working at home or whatever, you're still getting paid 80% of your wage to make sure you have enough to live off, while 80% is still good. Because put it this way, if you get 100% of your wage, you're gonna be taxed. So if you get your wage, you're gonna get taxed on your wage no matter what. But 80% of your wage, you're not gonna be taxed, because they're basically paying you back the money that you've been taxed on. Yes and no. It's 80% after tax. So, for instance, say you were going to get paid £1,000 a month, and say the tax rate is 20%. So you'll get £800. You would get 80% of that £800. Is how it will work. I think. I'm not an expert on it. I'm not 100% sure, but that's how I think it is going to work. So you get about 700, yeah. You'll still get 80% of whatever you would normally get in your bank account at the end of each month from working. If you are able to work from home and your company has advised you to work from home, then that is what you need to do while you're at home. For instance, if you're like a web designer or something like that, you can work from home.
Keep left, and then turn left.
Oh, yeah, so if you're able to...
Turn left.
But yeah, so there's different things that happen. If you are self-employed, that's where things get a little bit sketchy. You are entitled to, at the moment, unless they've changed it over the last few hours since I've actually not read up on the news. You get paid you're entitled to £90 a week statutory sick pay. So if you were off sick from any kind of job, you would get £90 a week. That's what you're entitled to if you're self-employed. They are trying to figure out how much you would get. Yeah, so it's 4 times 90 is how much you would get.
Turn left.
But they're trying to figure out how to do that, make it fair, because obviously some people are self-employed, have certain bills to pay, and obviously if 2 people are self-employed in the same household, and that is not enough to live off, is it? Although, if you are on, like I'm on Universal Credit, being Universal Credit, you're paid to... The government pay you to job search and do things like that to try and get you back into work and help support you financially while you're not in work, which is what I'm currently on. They are upping that by £80 a month. Well, £20 a week. So it's on average about £80 a month. So that is what I'll be getting an extra £80 a month from next month through that. Which £80 a month is still not that much
ready to turn right.
Extra, but it's there to help because obviously certain food supplies, and obviously you're now paying more gas and electric for being at home. You're paying more gas, electric, water because you're at home. You've got to have your electricity on, you've got to have your gas on, you've got to have your water running. And also, if you go to the shops, maybe you can't buy the store's own brand because they've not got it in stock. You've got to buy the more expensive brand. That's why they've done that, to make sure people can, even though they're not getting that much money anyway, they're still able to survive and pay and buy what they need to do to survive.
Left, and then turn left.
But at the end of the day, we're going to see what happens, aren't we? Oh, look at that parking. Right on the line. But yeah, it's...
Keep left, and then turn left. It was a nice ride.
There's so much that's happening in the world right now with all this stuff. I hope it's going by summer as well. But we won't know. There's also this new one that's happened as well. It's come. There was a spate of it that happened in South America in, I think, the 90s, and someone's been tested positive for that in China, and they actually died from it before they figured out what they died from, which is rat-based, I believe. So there's a lot of stuff happening in the world. Anyway, we're going to see if we can get up to... What's it called? To Aberdeen. So, yes and no. However, the one that someone has recently died from, last time there was only 24 people in South America that had tested positive for it, and only 12 of them died, so it is like a 50-50% if you're going to survive or die, which is very bad. However, It only carries... You can't transmit it through humans. You can only transmit it through rats. So the majority of the people in the world are safe from that. From my understanding of it. Wow, I want to go up north. We've got onions to Glasgow. We can deliver some onions to Glasgow. That's the really bad accent, isn't it? I can't do a Scot. I can't do a Scot. I kind of can, but I don't want to. But yeah. Let's do our onions to Glasgow. Do sausages. Sausages are an important thing. Peas, Glasgow. No. Yeah, Glasgow is an important supply. No. We're going to go to Glasgow. There's the Liverpool. I've not even gone to Liverpool yet.
Okay, here we go.
Okay. Oh. Let's make sure we actually don't crash into a wall. Okay, in fact, I just need to go to this scene for a second. And we're back. Sorry about that. I had to take a little break. I had to message back people to make sure people were alright. Hey, Rezo! How you doing? And Colburn, thank you for stopping by. Get yourself some sleep. Keep yourself safe. How you doing, Rezo? Thank you for the host. Much appreciated. Let's get back to this delivery. We've not even picked up the delivery yet. That's a thing we need to do.
Turn right. Keep right.
But how you doing,
Then
Rezo?
turn right.
How was Sea of Thievesings?
Turn right.
Was okay? Good, good. Glad I could help with the decrypting of
Keep
things
left.
earlier.
Then turn left.
But yeah, I've been live for about 2.5 hours now.
Turn left.
Basically, I've wanted to do this for a while. We've done a few deliveries already. But I just want to get back into. I want to get myself back into streaming. Honestly, it's been so long. The last time I was live before this was the 29th of February. Taking result was a struggle until I noticed DJ said south instead of look. Yeah, that's how they get you. They have things that look so similar, but if there's breaks in the actual writing or scripture, then you're good.
Turn right.
But yeah, we're just doing essential deliveries now. We're doing food. We've done pork. We've done. You got a problem with your mic right now? Ah, that's not good. But yeah, we've done pork. We've done tomatoes. We've done melons. We've done. We've taken back some. What's it called from it? Mixture's picking up, but Windows isn't. Have you recently updated your graphics card drivers?
Time to hit the road.
Which I know that sounds stupid, but Nvidia's got new graphics card drivers, which also has new audio drivers. So that might fix the issues, or otherwise go into your settings and go into like your everything. But how does the stream look though, Raz? Like how does the game look? How does everything look? I am playing this on controller. Like I'm playing on this on controller on GeForce Now.
Turn left.
No, this isn't on Xbox. This is GeForce Now. This game is never on Xbox. But I do have xCloud. I don't have xCloud PC yet. I know xCloud PC is coming, but I don't have xCloud PC yet. But I don't really need xCloud PC because I've got my Xbox here. xCloud I can do on my phone.
Go straight on.
But even so, like if you see how the wheel looks, it's near enough instant. I know you can't really see because of the thing, but yeah. You don't own a video graphics card, so... Well, yeah.
Get ready
It does
turn
use
right.
graphics card decoding.
Turn right.
I stream off my graphics card, so there's nothing else really I can do.
Keep
But either
left,
way, it works.
then turn left.
xCloud is good though. I've got xCloud on my phone. I also got this on my
Turn
phone
left.
as well. GeForce Now, which I am actually wanting to test to do that as well, because I know I can stream them from my phone. So if worse comes to worse, I'll be able to play games through my phone and stream it through my phone. Whoa! What are you doing there?
Go straight on.
But you have to have a... I am not 100%. You probably do. Probably. Being the yeah. But yeah, it does use... It's using, like... Does another crazy thing. This is using 18% of the GPU to decode. My OBS to encode the stream is using 55%. But because this is using 18%, which is decoding this just to see it on the screen, it's re-encoding it straight through OBS, so it doesn't actually. It only uses the 50. My GPU is only using 55% of the GPU altogether, because how it works basically. Oh, I've got a problem with that. Let's try switching it up. See what that does. No, okay. I'm floating, which I shouldn't be. Which one is it? That one. There we go, that fixed it. Just had to refresh it. But yeah, I don't know how it works. It's just so yeah. And I've also got all the everything maxed out on these settings right now for the game. So it's kind of like the Shadow, and it's kind of like xCloud, but it's NVIDIA. It works with some PC games, but not all the PC games I've got on Steam, sadly, or through the Epic Game Store. It works with Minecraft, but I can't install my own resource packs. I can't install my own mods. It's literally default vanilla Minecraft that I can only use with vanilla resource packs. Sadly. And even if you have a resource pack that's built into a server, as soon as you download that resource pack, it will crash your Minecraft. Because it doesn't allow you to use or go into the game directory files. But apart from that, it's all good. Oh, that's the other thing I've not mentioned yet throughout this stream. At the start of the stream, I had a new intro song. I've got 5 new intro things that I did last night, because I now have something like 500 more tracks that I've got licenses for to use. So in my music list, I've got another 500 tracks. I had a number of how many hours of music I have. Let's just pause it so I can do it, so I can check. 1 sec, gonna restart PC. Quickly listen to how many more music tracks I've got. Oh, I've got over 3,250 songs. All in total, 166 hours and 32 minutes of tracks. I can't believe how much distance we've driven today, and I only filled up at the start of the stream. We'll have to see how our drivers are going. But yeah, no worries, Rez. Hopefully, restarting your PC will sort any issues that you're having. I had an issue the other day where I was just minding my own business, watching a stream, and for some reason my GPU, what's it called, Google Chrome jumped my GPU up to 100% usage on my GPU, which crashed my GPU, which meant obviously both my screens turned black. They were not responding. They weren't outputting anything data-wise, so I had to completely shut the computer down. That wasn't good. Oh. Don't drink and drive, people. Even though that was iced coffee. Iced coffee with oat milk. I don't even know what the damage is right now. We need to fix our truck at some point, because I never know I don't know what the damage is. We've had a few crashes already today. By the time we deliver this, we should be at the 3-hour mark for the stream. So within 3 hours, we can see how much we've done. Oh yeah, that's another thing. I've got an Epic Creator Code, which is there. Restart fixed it. Welcome back, Press. I've been doing a lot of updates since my last stream. There's been a lot of stuff happening. I've got another 500 music tracks, which is over 3,000 stuff. Over 3,250 tracks. Over 116 hours of music. I've got a thing under my camera. Yeah, so the top one is my Embers bar. The Embers donation bar for a monthly. The one underneath it is obviously my new computer donation gold bar, which anything I make through Embers goes through to the next one down, and adds that up too as well. Which at the end of each month, when I get a paycheck from Mixer for Embers, goes through to that. These used to be up the top corner there.
Keep right. And then continue straight
which
on.
I moved where my Ember donation goal was, Ember incentives to there.
Go straight on.
So they get covered with the alerts that go for like followers and stuff. But it makes more sense having them here because people are actually going to be looking at me, so they actually see them. I've had to mess about with the stuff that come up over there.
Keep right. And then continue straight on.
That being with adding the Ember code, not the Embers code, adding my
Go straight on.
Epic Games code, which surprisingly you can actually add the Epic Game code to any free games you get. So if there's any free games of a month you can get, you can add the Epic Creator Code to it. And that just notifies them that you're
Keep left.
a fan of me.
Turn left. Turn left.
Yeah. I don't get a cutback from it because obviously it's a free. You're getting the game for free, but it just goes to show that my supporters do support me by using the code, even if it's a free game. Even though I also do have the Kingwin partnership, which the Kingwin partnership is literally the discount code, only gives you a discount code. Like you get 3% off whatever the prices they've got. I don't get any cutbacks from people using my code with Kingwin. That was part of the deal. It's literally It's there to give people an extra discount for already discounted games.
Get ready to turn left.
Yeah. But yeah, if anyone's buying
Turn left.
V-Bucks or anything through the Epic Store, they can use my creator code. Or if they're buying any game through the Epic Store, or any V-Bucks, or they're getting any free games, they can use the Epic, my code. I think that's exclamation point
Get ready
Epic.
to turn right.
If it's not, I need to add it.
Turn right.
Please say it's a simple park job.
You have arrived at your
Oh yeah.
destination. Your route guidance is now finished.
We're nearly at 3 million or back up already. Yeah, we went into London and we bought a garage in London, 4 trucks and 4 trucks, 3 trailers, and that was all what we did in London. when we dropped off the Melons, that is. Nice. Does it say damage anywhere? I'm surprised it doesn't. External contracts. We're looking to go up to Aberdeen. Oh, concrete cater centering. We need essential items. Arsenic. That's not essential. Fuel tanker to Liverpool. We've not been to Liverpool either. We can't come all the way up here and just go straight back down to Liverpool. I need something to go within the UK. That's the whole idea of this. Oil. Fresh fish to Aberdeen. That's just what we need. We're doing the small jobs. We're doing the small jobs.
Let's go.
We're doing the small jobs. And we're literally here already. Okay. Oh, seriously? I thought that was going to be perfect. That should be perfect now. Seriously? That wasn't meant to happen.
Ready to
There we go. First things first, is there a place to fix us in here? There is. We'll go around that way, so then we get that.
Time to get the job done.
Okay. Let's go and get ourselves repaired.
Turn right.
Make sure we get on the right side of the road as well, because sometimes we forget to do that.
Get ready to turn right.
Yeah.
Turn right.
We're doing well, this is good. No, I've got a roundabout here though, I hate roundabouts
At the
sometimes.
roundabout, take the third exit.
Okay.
Exit now.
There we go. And then we're going to pull into here. Get ourselves fixed.
Recomputing.
Nice. Service. How many percentage have we got damaged? Not that actually that bad. Not bad at all. Let's head out. And get on the go.
Turn right.
Safe to go, nice. But yeah, I just love this. I don't know. This game's just
Keep
amazing.
right, and then turn right. Turn right.
There we go. Okay. When are we going to be able to go? Seriously, I was about to take a drink and you... Oh, they're stopping for me. Nice. That's what we'll do then. Oh, I'm out of iced coffee. That's a shame. Nice. And we're off. Up to Aberdeen with some fresh fish. Amazing. And then hopefully after Aberdeen we can go down to Liverpool. And that means we've got all of the UK unlocked. Well, location-wise.
Get ready to turn left. Turn left.
There we go. These trucks are just amazing. We need to find out how much London's going to make as well, because we've had London for a day. How much do you think you guys... So we've got 4 it's kind of inexperienced drivers around at level 5.5. They've all got the same trucks. There's 3 trailers for 4 people. How much do you think they will have made in one day? I'm really curious to how much they could have made. Some of them have already got really long distance. Some of them don't. It's going to be an interesting find to figure out, isn't it? Very interesting. But yeah, right now we're going to go up to Aberdeen. We'll find out when we get to Aberdeen how much they've made. But we've done. I don't even know how many deliveries we've done today. I need to get a delivery counter. We need to create a counter for deliveries. Frezo, if you're still here, add a thing in my chat, in my staff chat, to remind me to add delivery counters. There we go. No worries. Yeah, it's basically just so I know how many deliveries we've done in a day. Because I know, I do like the long ones from like the south of Italy to the north of Norway. And that literally can be a whole stream because it's like 2.5 hours long. 2.5 hours, 3 hours long. IRL to do that. But when I'm doing this and it's been 3 hours and I've just done stuff within the UK, we can see how many we've done. Because that's the other thing, I can't do VTC either, Virtual Trucking Company login, because it's not available through the G Plus now. To be fair though, this being available is good though. I should just be able to play these games and play an American Truck. I was able to fix the steering wheel issue, or the steering issue on ETS. I had a steering issue on A2S, but I just kind of played it. Basically, there's a dead zone in the controller.
Go straight on.
Well, there's a dead zone that it reads, so it needs to be edited. So it just doesn't read as that dead zone, and slowly start drifting off to the right. And yes, I do have an X Gamer now. I still need to sell by X Gamer Station behind the green screen, which I can use for making drinks during the stream. So people can actually interact with the stream and say what what flavour I can have.
Keep left, and then turn left.
So that's something I've not added to the bot either.
Turn left.
Yeah, so delivery counters, and if I haven't already added a what's it called? Epic Games or Epic what do you call it? An Epic thing. Yeah. What's it called? An Epic command, that's what it is. Oh, come on. Let's go back up to 55 and overtake this truck. As long as there's no truck coming in the way, which doesn't look like there is. To be fair, it's a bit of a blind corner, so I'm hoping there's nothing coming. Yeah, we're safe. Oh, there's another truck coming up ahead. We're going to have to overtake this one as well. Okay. That'd have been annoying, wasn't it? Crashing into a police car. But yeah, hopefully from Aberdeen we can go down to Liverpool. And then we'll finish up the stream in Liverpool. Well, they've been live for 3 hours, but it's been a good drive. That means I can go get some food as well because it's 10 PM. But yeah, discovering new roads, discovering new places. Very good, very good. Drive down to Liverpool will be a bit long, but we definitely want to get down to Liverpool at some point. If all else fails, we can drive back to Glasgow, get a delivery to Glasgow, and then go from Glasgow to Liverpool. Because at least we know Glasgow has deliveries to Liverpool if Aberdeen does not. But we're literally just doing food deliveries, aren't we? Which is kind of hilarious. That's the other good thing with GeForce Now. Is if I wanted to, I could completely record what's happening in GeForce Now without all of these overlays, without me in the scene, and it would record to my hard drive through the GeForce Now. How crazy is that? It's just so crazy what you can do with the internet nowadays. Oh no, come on, hurry up, cop. Ooh. That could have been dangerous. Come on, let's pass this truck as well. Which is sent. Awesome, thank you. Nice. Ooh, yeah, we're doing 63 miles an hour. 64. 64 miles an hour in a 50 mile an hour zone. Crazy. Even some people who don't seem to understand processes, CFUs. Yeah, some of those are just not good. Just having to slow down because of that truck then. But I want to overtake as soon as I can. Gotta go for it. We've got a blind corner up ahead. It's not really that blind. I had to do that because I didn't want to topple over, so we got 1% damage. But we're still doing well. We've got a coach up ahead. This will be fun to overtake. We've done at least 2,000 miles today. Because we only clocked over to 50,000 miles at the start of the stream. Safe. No, we're not. Well, we are now. It was a police car as well. That would have been awkward. Hello, officer. I'm slowing down for this corner because it is very sharp. Can you get this on Xbox? Sadly not. This game has, I think, like 90 different buttons you can use, and I am using an Xbox controller, but the majority of the buttons I have to use on the keyboard for certain situations. There is a game you can get for Xbox called Truck Driver. However, it's not as good as this game, sadly. But you're still able to get a truck driving game on Xbox. I do have it on Xbox. I've just not played it on stream. Really, I've attempted to play it. I've tested it to see how it goes, but you can't map your own controls to it, which is a bit annoying. As soon as they update it to allow you to map your own controls to it, I'll definitely look into streaming it then. It is a shame that this isn't available on Xbox. And plus the fact, the way to get the true experience would be steering wheel setup. Which I know you can get steering wheel setups for Xbox, but for the limited controls you get still, you're never really going to have the full control. Like, I've got individual controls because it can rain for high beams, like different light settings, acceleration, brake, left and right turn. So yeah, left, right turn, accelerate, brake. I've got buttons for windscreen wipers, for changing of obviously looking around, for the handbrake, for parking, well, for handbrake, truck, trailer brake, as well. There is so many buttons. Like, you've got buttons where you can literally change your angle of where you're looking at. I would love to get a steering wheel for this game, but I would need a new computer before I could get a steering wheel for this game.
At the roundabout, take the second exit.
Take the second exit. Well, we didn't crash, so that's
Exit
good.
now.
Nice. We're going all the way up to the top here then.
Ready to turn left.
We need to get to Liverpool after this drop off. And then that'll be all of the UK explored. Not that we've not explored everywhere else, but it's still.
We are finished.
But playing this on PC, there is so many accessories you can get. You can get full on like a dashboard made with every single button that you can literally see in the truck. You can get a dashboard with every single button, steering wheel, controls, gear stick. There's so much you can do with the game. You can even, what's it called? You can even get a thing where you mount it on top of the monitor, and you can turn your head left, and it actually turns your character left. Oh, that's right, but yeah, so right or left. So you can turn your head, and your character's head turns. So yeah, it's kind of crazy with all that. Right, now we need somewhere to go to Liverpool. Please say one of you have something to Liverpool that's going to be of use. If not, I will have to do Glasgow. I'm not seeing anything yet. There's Sheffield, but I don't want Sheffield. There's Stardust, but I don't need any of these. I need essential items. Soy milk to Glasgow. Ketchup. We could do ketchup. I think we're going to go soy milk. Soy milk to Glasgow. Then from Glasgow we can get something down to Liverpool. And then that'll be all of the UK, every city in the UK explored. I didn't realise they added in these. I did not realise these were added in. So that's new. The setting page gives me an idea of how much you can do. I'll show you the settings page in a second. And I haven't gone up to Finland either. So that's another thing to do another day. I also need to get the Romania, Bulgaria and Turkey DLC. There is also another DLC which I believe goes down here to Greece and stuff. That's coming soon. We don't have Spain or anything in there yet. But yeah, we'll go down here. I'll be in the delivery. While it loads, and then I'll go to the settings page for you.
Ready to roll.
So options. Keys and buttons. These are all the buttons that you can have set to do things. Which... yeah... that's a lot of settings. And then also, you have the options to do steering wheel, steering with pedals, different controller plugins. Yeah, so there's a lot of things to do. The whole idea of this stream is basically stay within the UK, because obviously the UK is on lockdown right now, and trying to teach other people, obviously, how the lockdown is necessary, what to do, and obviously what classifies as essential items. Meaning that obviously the essential items I am actually getting right now is mainly food supplies. Let's get to the truck, to the trailer attached. Well, that should be perfect.
Time to hit the road.
So the main thing we've been delivering today is food supplies. If you had the option to do like medical supplies or anything within the UK, we would do.
Turn left.
Also, if you had any options to be able to deliver stuff for, like, yeah, medical, food, hygiene, and we've also delivered some empty pallets to places, obviously, to then be filled back up with food and essential items. That's the whole idea of this stream. It's just to chill, drive within the UK, unlock everything in the UK, and just teach people to stay indoors. Because, well, you can still explore the UK while staying indoors with games like this. Might not be 100% accurate with what is in the locations, but it's still a very good thing to do. It's like how people for Team Trees were playing Minecraft and planting 1 million trees in Minecraft for Team Trees to raise awareness. That's the whole idea. We're just raising awareness. But obviously now we're on the way back to Glasgow, and then all the way down to Liverpool, and that's everywhere in the UK we've explored. But anyway, Bella, how are you doing with this whole thing that's happening right now in the world? Obviously, schools are short, people working from home. Is travel times real? No. So, I believe it's a 1 to 20 scale. Map-wise, 1 to 20 scale. So, every 1 mile driven in the game is 20 miles in real life. So, say if we go 60 miles... Say if we go 60 miles in 1 hour, IRL... then we've probably gone 60 times 20. Now, I have driven from the south of Italy to the north of Norway before, which has been a £250,000 job. And that took about 3 hours altogether. Paradox Bandit with the host. How are you doing today? Much appreciated for the auto host. And hello everyone that has joined in from the host there. Very awesome. And obviously with the times change in a 1 to 20 scale as well. So I think we've been live for 3 hours, and this is our second morning. So it's like every 2 hours is like a day, like 2.5 hours is a daily cycle. I don't have the. I'm basically just going off whatever the sat navs are saying, but we do have access to a route guidance system, which tells us like the time, the speed we're going, all that kind of stuff. But for me, I just go off the route guidance because I want to get like the full kind of sim experience for what I can do. Like I may not have the fancy steering wheel or anything like that, but I still get the nice relaxing experience of just driving around different areas and different locations, delivering items. I was going to say that looks spooky ahead there. Yeah, if I was them, I would turn around and Could you imagine being in front of in a car and waking up and seeing that in front of you, thinking you're about to get crashed into by a semi truck? Trying to cope, but I have to go to hospital 3 days a week for dialysis. Well, the main thing is that is a shame. Honestly, there is people. Well, obviously, your own health is the main thing, and look after yourself. Hope you can get through this tough time. But the main thing is, like, you're always gonna have people that you're always gonna have people that are negative, but the main thing, the positive thing is you're gonna have people that care. Like, we don't, like, for me personally on my stream, we don't care anyone's background, where anyone's from, where anyone lives, ages, because we don't talk about age in the chat. We don't talk about personal information really, but we're all in the same boat. We're all human, and be illness, be financial situations, being mental or physical illness, like I said, like you've lost a job, you're struggling at work, you're struggling with family. We're all in the same boat. We're all human. We're all here to support each other. Negativity is not allowed in my chat, so if anyone's if anyone in chat becomes negative, they're instantly gone, because I don't like that in this chat. I want this chat to be welcoming for everyone. Like for me, I lost my job in September. I'm struggling with medical issues as well. And the way I see things is treat others as you wish to be treated yourself. So if you're nice and friendly and honest with everyone you meet, then that's the best thing. That's the main thing, isn't it? Why lie? Why deceive? Why do this, that, and the other? There's no point in it. Why be rude? There's no things in it. Everyone has life struggles. Be you rich, poor, ill, sick, well. There's always going to be something that someone in the world is going to. That doesn't work. There's always going to be something that someone else in the world is going to have it worse off than you, but we're still here to help and support them. And if that is through some form, if people find my streams entertaining, and that helps people through the day, then I'm honoured with that, honestly. I've had obviously friends and family that have been ill. Like at the moment, none of my family have, from my knowledge, has been in contact with anyone who is currently infected with the virus going around at the moment. But everyone is, what's it called? Everyone is looking after themselves. There is some idiots in the world right now that are hoarding toilet paper for some bizarre reason. Or stockpiling on food when there is vulnerable people out there that need it more than them. Life is definitely a roller coaster. It's what's that song? Life's a roller coaster, just gonna ride it. Oh, that's not gonna be good. Oh, we made it.
Go straight on.
You're telling me to go straight on? I can't. I've got to turn left or right. But yeah, life has its ups and downs. There's everyone's just trying to get to the next day. And if everyone bands together and helps everyone else get to the next day, then that's the goal. That was a close one, yeah. It's just crazy with certain things that can happen in the world. But yeah, it's now more than ever that people have to actually take a look at themselves and actually, what's it called? Take action, because people right now are still going outside, they're still interacting with friends and family and neighbours, and they're the ones that are gonna keep spreading things, which is just shocking. People need to pay attention more to what's going on in the world. People need to take this seriously, because it is serious. It's like, I think it's been over a month now, and China after doing all these things are just getting themselves back to somewhat back to normal after a month. And we've got in the UK 3 weeks of lockdown, where you're only allowed out if you're going for medication, medical supplies, to see a doctor, to buy essential food, and essential things. Basically, an essential shop. So obviously that's food, mainly food is the only essentials really. Or you're also allowed out of the house if you are one of the essential workers. For the UK, that is. I don't know what it is for everywhere else in the world, but people just need to listen to the actual news. And a lot of people are going to think, oh, because I can't see it, it's not going to it's not real. No, that's not how it works. Like, yeah, people in America saw that. Well, a lot of people in America didn't actually see anything to do with, I think it was the Cold War. Like, mainland America saw nothing. A lot of people in America saw nothing to do with the Cold War, but everyone was behind him because it was war, this, that, and the other. And yeah. Oh, okay. I haven't seen any of the news today, but 4,000 volunteers is incredible. I know about 7,500 retired nurses and doctors are coming back to help, which is insane. 7,500 of them. My dad used to work at hospitals, but he does have medical issues himself, so sadly he's not able to go back and help.
Left, and then exit left.
But he obviously would have done it in a heartbeat. He rang them up and said if there's literally anything he can do, he will do it to help. But he's on one of the at-risk categories, so they've turned around and said, sadly not. But thank you for the offer. My mum is in the at-risk category. And she's been signed off from work for 12 weeks for all this to blow over, which is crazy again. Obviously they stopped all GCSE exams for this year, which is crazy because exams is like the foundations of how people do well in life. Like, if you haven't got certain exams, you can't do certain things in life. Which sounds absolutely crazy because
turn left.
I got bad exams. Like, I got bad exam results. I got some really bad exam results. Like, I got a D in my English. This is before there was the 1 to 9 thing. But I got a DMA English, which is
Turn
equal
right.
to... a 6
Turn
or a
right.
5? No, Rez. Like, exams have been
Finally, we are here.
completely cancelled. Like, schools have shut now for the year. The entire year, yeah. Schools won't be going back until September. Or at least local ones to me. Seriously? Did I just miss that? Well, my mum works at a school, and all the teachers have been told 12 weeks minimum. Because that's what the government is saying, that everything should blow over by in 12 weeks' time. But if you go 12 weeks from now, that's like June, July. So what's the point in bringing the kids back into school for like a week when they can't take their exams? I don't know. Yeah, so they might be able to redo it, take them in them, because all they're getting is, I think they're getting the predicted grades. But say if you're predicted a C, but you really cram and study, you could get an A. Anyway, we're now looking to go down to Liverpool. So hopefully we can get some. We don't need them. We want fuel, like food, to Liverpool. Heavy metals, no. Sulfuric acid, no. What these generations do you think they will? I honestly have no clue what people are going to do. Because if you don't get good exams, then you're not going to get good... What's it called? If you don't get good exams, you're not going to get good grades. If you don't get good grades, you're not going to be able to do what... It's like if you want to do something in life and you're getting your exam, or you're getting your... What's it called? You're getting your estimated grade. Then, if you're getting your estimated grade, you don't know. You might be able to do better. But to be fair, universities have shut. I know someone in America who they're currently studying in a university to brush up on certain skills to possibly get a job out of it. The university itself has shut, but because the thing's still going on and it's not an actual officially to do with the school, to do with the university, they're all learning from home. So they're all, I think they're doing the house shares. So the people in the house share are all gathering around in the common room or the living room, whatever, to study, to still do the exams and everything all digital. Because America is set up so they can do all the exams digitally, where the UK is everything's paper-based. Because they had to have certain people there. Now, I don't want to go down to Liverpool. I need to go down to Liverpool, but I think fuel is the next best thing for then food. Because if people we'll say we're taking fuel for a generator. Yeah, that's what we'll say. We're taking fuel for a generator. Or it's a fuel tank, so they can get
Let's go.
The UK is behind a lot of things, network infrastructure. Yeah, it is. I'm lucky that I've got fibre internet. I'm really lucky. Although it's fibre to the cabinet, not fibre to the property. So I'm still limited to 80 down, 20 up. But that's enough for what I need.
Turn right.
Like right now,
Get ready to turn
GeForce Now is using 30 megabytes a second, and my stream is using 3.
left. Turn left.
So I'm just glad that I'm able to do that. I'm glad I'm able to stream is the main thing. But yes, there's a lot of places that don't have the infrastructure in place. I only have 4G
Then turn right.
on my phone, but that's because my phone's only 4G compatible.
Turn right.
Ooh, that's the thing I'm going to be watching tomorrow. The digital announcement is for the new Huawei phone tomorrow. Now I've got the P20. The range is bad, yeah. I think you need line of sight within 100 meters to get full signal. Otherwise, it's patchy. But yeah, my phone is the Huawei P20 Pro. Absolutely amazing phone. I've had it for a year and a half. The P40 being one of the phones that don't have Google Apps on. But it's still Android based, is being released.
It's all over.
It was being announced tomorrow and unveiled tomorrow. Same in
Turn
Holland,
left.
kids are doing lessons online for their schools because the waves are shorter. Snuff that quicker. Yeah. But yeah, like a lot of other countries are able to do lessons online. But we don't have the infrastructure. We don't have the infrastructure in the UK for it. Like a lot of the schools don't have the budget to be able to give every kid laptops. And then even if you had a laptop, they might not have internet
Time to get the job done.
because an internet isn't classed as an essential service yet. At the moment, it is because it's working from home, but it's not really. If you're able to work from home, that's what the government is saying. If you're able to work from home, you can do. But if you can't, then you can't. The other thing is obviously test-wise, they do the test, how the tests are formatted
Turn right.
is very different to how other things get formatted. So the only way I can legitimately see a exam happening in the UK on computer will be if the computer, if the software they're using on a computer actively copies, no, not copies, actively records what is happening, what applications are open on the computer, actively records a webcam feed to see that people aren't cheating that way either, and audio. So that's the only way I can see it practically doing it. Because you could be on a computer and you could use your calculator app. You could be on your computer and use your app on your phone for calculator. Like spell check, the whatever program they're going to use can't run spell check. Because if you're using English, you've got to have English spell. You have to be able to do your own spelling. It can't have the grammar check either. So, like for me, I use Grammarly. Like this isn't another or anything, but I just use Grammarly because I'm bad at spelling and I'm bad at punctuation. I know fancy words. I just have struggle with writing things down, and that helps me. I can also do text to speech. I can also do text to speech, speech to text. So I can speak it, and it falls down. That needs updating. It's 200. It's now 250 embers, sadly.
Keep right, and
Well,
then
not
continue
sadly.
straight
It's what's it called?
on. Go straight on.
From what other people have said, it should be 500 for that. So that needs to be another thing to put in a staff chat to remind you to do, or the ideas chat, to change that the embers to 500 in the bot for the sour candy. I've got like 6 tubs of toxic waste as well. And some of them have lemon flavouring as well now because I went to America and they had lemon in tubs, so I got like that. I've also got like the sour green tubs. Thank you. I've also got the sour green tubs, and I've also got like some mixed up ones. You know what I do? I don't know what you do. But yeah, I've got these like nuclear fusion ones, which these are like. Let's have a look at some of these flavours. Raspberry/lemon, orange/apple, grape/strawberry, and pineapple/passion fruit. Like mixed flavours. And then I have this, which won't show up because it's green screened, but you can probably read the text, which is there's a car there. All the green flavours, which is lime, kiwi, melon, pear, apple. I have a note command, 2 posts in note channel in the Discord. Ah, that might be a good idea. What are they? They're really sour candy. They're like one of the most sour candies you can get. And I do them live on stream if someone drops 500 embers. I then have 4 tubs of these regular ones. Which I've actually categorised them into certain tubs, if I can actually take the lid off it. I shouldn't do this while driving. I should do that while driving. If I can actually take the lid off. There we go. So this is all the black cherry ones. Is that all? That might be all black cherry. But then I've got like straw. I've got all the other flavours, including some lemon. Which they basically, people... if people drop 500 embers all at once, they get to choose what flavour I have. Same with the hot sauce. If someone does hot sauce, like if someone drops 2,000 embers, there is a exclamation WS command which Resin Virus can put to test. There you go. And they have different sizes for different things. What? If someone had picked that right then, oh my goodness. Most of them are very hot. That's why they're colour coded. Because that's colour coded. And the one that just got picked, which I'm so glad, I'm absolutely so glad, no one legitimately dropped 2,000 embers, was the hottest hot sauce in here. The Naga Jalopy hot sauce. That was legitimately the hottest hot sauce that just got picked. Let's go to this because you might be able to see it bigger on this scene. Let me turn that back on so you can see the color codes. Wheel. So yeah, it's really hard to see, but it's there, and obviously it's color coded as black. And the color coders are the labels, and that is the black one, the black label. I'm so glad that wasn't real. And then they've also got the pinky one, not the pinky one, the one that is there, which is the scorpion chili. And then obviously where is it? That one, the blue one, is piri piri. So piri piri is the most common one because it's like the cheapest one, and then there's got the other one on the other side, which I can't actually point to. But the other one on the other side, the pink one, the pinky purple, is cayenne, which is the other one. That would have been insane. That would have been absolutely insane. I'm glad that did not happen. Right, let's turn that off. Go back to the game. No worries, Res. That was crazy. Let's get this delivery to Liverpool anyway. I don't know what time I'm gonna go. I don't know if I'm gonna go live tomorrow. Honestly, we'll see. We'll play it by ear. Depending on what time I wake up and if I feel like it. I'm enjoying myself streaming today. I'm glad I got back. I'm glad I'm streaming again. It's just I don't know what. Like right now, I don't want to play Minecraft. So I'm trying to think of other things to do apart from Minecraft. Okay. I know there was a few people that have turned around and said if they ever catch one of my streams, they would do the hot sauce spin. Which I will also say is only one per stream. And I probably need to get myself something to drink, well, to have the hot sauce from. So I'm going to figure out that as well. I'll figure out that. Before next, well, not before next stream, because I can't really go out though. I'll see if my sister's got any of them. Because if my sister's got them, she can bring them round and just like post them through the letterbox. Or unlock the front door, put them in the front door, and then close the front door behind her so we've still got social distancing. Hey, police officer, don't mind me, just going to undertake you because you're slowing down. But yeah, I have had a few people already do the sour candies beforehand, or like before. They're that bad. They are bad, and I've put them up to 500 embers because I had one stream where someone dropped them, like they dropped 1,000 on one stream for 4, one after another. So yeah, that's why I put the price up for them. Yeah. And if I get someone coming in his stream and just drop in 2,000 embers multiple times a stream to do hot sauces, it is only one hot sauce per stream. So if people drop multiple of them, expect multiple of them, then I would just say no and just put the price up.
Go straight on.
But we'll see. We'll cross that bridge when it comes to it. And I also go full face cam as well for that one, which should be fun. I don't even know how long we've got left to this delivery, but it's going to be worth it when we get there. It is going to be the last delivery of the day because I've been live for nearly 4 hours now and I need to get some food. I'll figure out what I'm going to have when I get down there. Get downstairs. Whatever I'm having, I know I'm going to have mashed potato. Because mashed potato is just
Keep
amazing.
right, and then continue straight.
Just got
on.
today's date on, so it kind of needs eating today.
Go straight on.
What are you doing dropping down the speed? Move! Thank you! Oh, they took it the time, didn't they? And look, it now goes back up to 60, so they're going to undertake me again, aren't they?
Go straight on.
There we go. Nope. What would you like? What would you all like to see me do tomorrow, stream-wise? Could do a Transport Fever 2 stream. I could do more Euro Truck stream. I could do some streams on. I could do an Xbox stream. Like I've got some games on there that I could play.
Go straight on.
Welcome back, Raz. But yeah, I've got some games on Xbox that I could play. Like episodic games or something like that. What's it called? Subnautica on Xbox. Unravel 2. There's a lot of games. But obviously, yeah, I'd also have what's it called? Oh, what's the other one? City Skylines. I could do City Skylines. PC Building Simulator. That could be another one. There's a lot of games that I've got that I could play. But yeah, Transport Fever 2 would probably be my go-to. Because I want to do a series on that on YouTube. I've recorded the first series for YouTube, but I've just not uploaded it yet. But if I do a new series, I'll do it. If I was to do that, I'll do a new series. I'll start it afresh, live on stream. Like, we'll literally wait for the thing to load in and go from there. Yeah. I'll probably ask people in Discord what they think. I put a poll in Discord, or I put a poll on Twitter, or both. We'll figure it out. Not either way. And we'll just play it by ear for tomorrow because I've no clue, honestly. I'll boot up my Xbox after the stream. I'll write a list down of all the games I've got there. I'll write a list of games I can play on my PC. And then I'll do a few polls. Yeah, the one problem with that, Rez, I don't stream above teen.
Go straight on.
Could do Sea of Thieves on my Xbox, yeah. Do you have other trucks? I do. I have nearly 30 of them now. Yeah. More so for vaping as well. Because he vapes, he can't vape on teen. Unless he didn't have his cam on. But in general, obviously, with the bad language. Because even though I stream on teen, because I stream games up to the age rating of teen, I don't encourage swearing. Maybe can rope Jax in. Well, it depends, because I don't know if Jax is at home. I've not talked to Jax in a while, actually. Let's see how she is. Yeah. Like, the last time I spoke to Jax was a few weeks ago. we had an issue with okay, but yeah. So well, obviously I went over to America for PAX South. Me and Jack shared a hotel room, 2 separate beds and all that, and we were splitting the bill. They charged me excess for the room. They charged Jack's excess for the room. She's managed to get her money back. I've yet to figure out if I'm getting my money back because of all this happening now as well. I've put in the requests and stuff, and we'll see what happens with it. But the last time we spoke was Jax has got hers sorted. I'd got my paperwork to them, or from the US here, and then I had to ship them back to America. And then I got a letter that they had received the letter. Yeah, I guess it's medical, isn't it? We'll see about the Bella. I'm not 100% on Sea of Thieves, honestly. It's been a while since I've played it, and I'm not really used to controller play. But we'll see. And it also depends on timings, because I've got absolutely no time. No clue what time I'll be up. I know I'm going to be busy from 1 PM because of the Huawei announcement videos, the stream stuff. So I'm going to be busy from 1 PM for that. We'll figure it out. But yeah, so Minecraft's definitely not a game on there, Rezo. Well, you might know why, but I've not had the drive to play it at the moment. I have ideas and things, but we have to wait on what happens with other things to do with that. Because I do have the ideas, I do have the drive to want to play, just not on Honeycraft at the moment. Things have gotten a little bit stale. Like, I've had the ideas of stuff I've wanted to do there, but you know.
Keep right, and then continue straight on.
But yeah.
Go straight on.
If things work out, then I'll be absolutely 100% going back to Minecraft and absolutely obliterating that. I'll be playing it near enough every day. Also, Rezo, have a quick keep an eye on if you have a look at the list of peoples. Keep an eye on that.
And then continue straight on. Go straight on.
List of viewers. There's a suspicious one in there. Keep an eye on it in case they say anything. Let me know if you understand which one I mean. just don't say the name. Just if you get it, you should do, unless they've already dropped out. But I see them on my list either way. There's been a few people with similar-ish names that I've been keeping an eye on. Yeah. You're a good mod. You know what you're doing. I don't have to tell you, but it's just with current things happening and people with stupid usernames, kind of got to catch them as you can. We've not even gone through a full fuel tank today. We've driven nearly 3,000 miles. And Bella, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the starting line. I do hope you're having a great day there as well. Much appreciated. And we're literally pulling into Liverpool right now to drop off our final delivery. I wish I could go on longer, but I've been live for 4 hours. Like, my average would be about 5, but this is like the first day I've been back streaming since February. So I've
At the
had
roundabout,
like a few
take
weeks
the
off.
second exit.
And before then, I had like a few weeks off because I've just had struggles with sleeping and stuff. But right now, I'm just going to stream as much as I can do when I can. Even more so with obviously lockdown and stuff because can't go out the house.
Exit now.
And
Keep left, and then turn left.
I was going to say, it's his first turn, isn't it?
Turn left.
Oh, seriously? Oh. If you don't see what the person's name is, I'll send you. If you don't see what I see, I'll message you after what I saw or what I was meaning. You've probably had them on your streams as well. People with stupid usernames right now. Oh no, is this turning? Oh, I hate this one. Surprisingly not. Oh my goodness, you want me to do it like... What?
Here we are, safe and sound.
Okay, at least I can turn around in here. I did not expect to be parking up like that. Yeah. No worries. Ooh, can I pull this off? First try. Oh, so close. Yeah, it is out a little bit. That should be good. That should be perfect. I say that, and then we start going wonky. What are we doing? What truck? What are you doing? Oh, there we go. Whew. Very nice. Now, while we're in Liverpool, let's get that and then that.
Ready to roll.
And then we're good. Oh, we also need to check out how much London made, because obviously we've only had London for a day. We basically just bought London. London's garage.
Turn left.
Oh, that drift! If only I was able to hold it at speed, that would have been
At
amazing.
the roundabout, take the first exit. Exit now. It was a nice ride.
Let's fix up our truck. Handbrake on. Engine off. Lights off. Let's get ourselves repaired. Only 4,000. How much is how much do people think we've made? Of it, we've made nearly $1 million in 7 days, which is crazy. Daily profit 1,000. Not as much as I thought I would do. I like how all you guys are those ones. Nice. Yeah, I need to start getting more people here. But we're doing well. They're doing well. They're getting a lot of money in. You only have 2 trailers. Interesting. But anyway. Go to switch this stream for now. That's going to be it for today's stream. Thank you everyone for the follows. Thank you everyone for the hosts. Stick around for call it. I know I've been live for 4 hours. I need to take a break. I need to get some food in me. But stick around for the credits. So we'll skip over to the ends, the endings soon screen. And Rez, do you want to try it? Exclamation point, roll credits, all one word. There we go. So thank you everyone for follows. Thanks for the host. Thanks for the incredible stream for the first time I've been streaming since a while. Hopefully I'll be live again tomorrow. Keep an eye up to date on Twitter, Discord, and obviously everything's on my website and YouTube as well. If you want to catch any old past videos. I honestly love this credits thing. So yeah, I'm just gonna let the credits roll. We're gonna find someone to throw a host over to as well. So just sit back, relax, and I'll see you all for the next stream.